velkommen til. I dag der skal vi kigge på en sag, som jeg ikke er så bekendt med. Jeg har jo de her weekend streams, hvor jeg prøver at kigge på nogle af de her sager, der er på vej i systemet fra USA, hvor jeg håber lidt, at det måske kunne være noget spændende i dem. Og i dag der er det sagen om Courtney Clenney, en OnlyFans-model, som angiveligt har kommet til at stikke en kniv i brystet på sin kæreste, og dermed dræbt ham. Der er allerede en gæst.
Oh.
Hi Mo. I was just doing my Danish introduction, so...
I was like, I'm not that high, am I?
It will be gibberish for a few seconds, and then I'll go back to the you call
Sounds
it
good.
English, but we'll try to get back to something you can understand. Men som sagt, så handler det om en OnlyFans-model, der angiveligt er kommet til at stikke en kniv i brystet på sin kæreste. Ifølge hende selv, et selvforsvar. Ifølge retten, så er det nok mord. I hvert fald anden grads mord. Men som altid, så vil det primært komme til at foregå på engelsk, men er der nogen danskere derude, så endelig skriv ind. Jeg kan slå over på begge sprog, og de fleste danskere forstår jo også engelsk, så det går nok. Hello and welcome to everyone. We're just getting started, so excited. We hope we pick up some more, but it's early in the US, so but again,
It depends on if you have kids.
Yeah, and the allure of an OnlyFans model. Who wouldn't get out of bed for that?
I know. I was hoping to see some boobs.
Well, I had some boobs in my thumbnail. So and we will see her in not an undressed state, but a not very dressed state in the interrogation. So something to look forward to. Oh, and good morning, Kim. And let's just say that she paid a lot, as you can see in the thumbnails, when she hasn't got the access to certain things you ladies can use, then her looks varies a bit. She goes from an 8 to a 6 real fast.
Yeah, well, you know.
Yeah.
It happens.
Yeah, lighting and skincare and fun facts.
Although, well, I mean, you have nothing to do in jail. I would think that you would become more fit because I don't know.
Well, I don't know anything about this young woman, but some would probably think that she has a special diet that keeps her thin. And if she hasn't got the access to that diet, then probably she's eating a bit more than she normally does. I don't know anything about OnlyFans. I really don't get the concept of paying for this one-to-one action with a female, and everybody knows it's Sanjeet in India who writes how much she loves you.
I have my own boobs, so I'm not going to pay for them. And I don't think women in the history of the world beyond Magic Mike have ever paid to see peen. So, no. I mean, I've never had a picture, like have a guy say, hey, send me $5 and I'll send you a picture of my peen. I mean, generally we get them unsolicited. So you guys just kind of suck at life at OnlyFans, I guess.
It's just such a sad state of the world. As I often talk to my young girls about it, I'm happy I'm not dating and starting out trying to find someone today, because all these you have to know all these when is it okay to talk to a woman, what is too much, and she can switch it up and retract her consent later, and I saw
I am fully arranged marriage for my boys. I am. I'm like, look, we'll find, a family that doesn't look like they're, inbred, and we will simply arrange this. If it worked in the Middle Ages, now granted, they only lived till they were 33, so it's not like it was a long commitment.
No, but again, it's just as I always said, no one had any of the fun times the first time without a girl saying, "No, you can't do that. No, don't do that." And we men have to learn what a no means, because no doesn't always mean no. Sometimes it means, you better do it now, sailor.
Well, I mean, I still regularly rebuff Mr. Mo, but that's just normal.
Well, that's marriage.
True.
We're talking pre-marriage. Pre-marriage,
Oh,
and no
yeah.
means, oh, good morning, David.
David's like, "Oh my God, what did I walk into?"
Yeah,
And
but he knows
he
what
should
he
have known.
it's going to be a S show, and you can go along for the ride, or you can try to keep your sanity. Yeah,
Pretty much.
well, at least you know what they're going to do when you F them off.
You know they're crazy already. I mean, they wouldn't be in jail if they didn't. And some people look good in orange. I mean, not me personally, but other people.
Yeah, and but again, I'm not sure it helps her looks being in prison, because many of
I
those OnlyFans girls are only pretty in the right light.
Yeah, I mean, I keep trying to get Mr. Mo to start an OnlyFans. Actually, so when he retired from the military, I kept putting that up as an alternate. um, it was not appreciated, nor was the, American flag Speedo that I got sent in on Wish. That was supposed to be an extra large, but they were different sizings.
Yeah, and again, a man in a Speedo, it's just, you really have to be Michael Phelps like to look good in a Speedo. Most men,
Yeah.
we carry a bit too much in the front, not in the right place. So it
Yeah, well, you know what I do find really upsetting, and I am all for the love, not body positivity, but love your body where it is and work to make yourself healthier movement. Uh, but dudes get totally left out on that. I mean, as a purveyor of smut reading, there are all sorts of curvy girls, but the guy on the front still has an 8-pack. It's not
yeah,
like dad bod meets curvy girl and we're going to have fun. Nope. No, ma'am.
it's the it's again, I'm happy I'm not dating, because it's the 666 crew, and if any man said, well, if you want a man with 6 figures and 6 feet tall, should you do anything? Nope, I have my personality. Yeah, personality don't buy that much.
Look, y'all. No, ma'am. You need to look like a trophy wife if you want a trophy husband. It just kind of goes like that. I'm sorry that reality sucks balls. It does. But that's why we have smutty romance books. Come on, guys. Those are not
Yeah,
real.
and Fabio, he looked good on all those front pages.
Yeah, and they never talked about how much laundry you would have to do if you were in a throuple.
No, yep, and again, everybody's dreaming about two wife, but how many are dreaming about two mother-in-laws? Not that many.
It's all the reality that sneaks in that makes these not as smexy as you'd think.
It sounds better than you think, and the reality is even we can't say Amber Heard because we've all seen her, but even the Kardashians and all those lovely ladies, pretty women, hottest women on earth, somebody's sitting around saying, "Oh, she was such a see you next Tuesday." So everybody's just a person, but you can look good online or whatever.
Yep. And my family all got fed and, you know,
Yeah,
they're
so
not
you're in
dying.
for the long haul. So it's a long interrogation, but a lot of time it's just her mumbling, I think, kind of praying, and the sound is really bad. So
Ah,
it'll be interesting to see how much we can find out. And have a nice day, Dylan, and thank you for being on the
yes.
rewatch crew. But I thought first of all, we could look at the affidavit against her to
Okay.
see what she's charged with. And Sorry, my cold is still hanging around.
Oh,
So
you are
it's nice to have
fine.
you on, so I don't have to talk all the time.
Well,
But
I will
yeah,
be very blunt that I don't know if there's a storm front moving in or what. So I may or may not be just slightly gummied, but we should be good.
well, I was a little
Allegedly.
I was a little in the barley refreshness yesterday, so it happens.
It is what it is.
We do have some kind of life outside of YouTube. Not much, but some kind.
All right, let's see. I'm still waiting till she says how she javelin hurled the knife in such a way that it aerodynamically like straight landed in his heart as you
Yeah,
use a knife.
yeah, and again, I did do some time in a job where we had to use camouflage uniforms, and I think if it was that easy to throw a knife, I can't believe it's 3 or 6 feet, she says, and perfectly pierce the chest. She should be an instructor because that takes skills. It's not something everybody can do.
I know she needs to recruit for the Navy SEALs.
Yeah, but the affidavit alleges that she stabbed him, and they charged her with murder in the second degree with a weapon. So that's the charges brought against this woman. So let's jump into the interrogation and try to see. I just have to. And today it's me who's going to be doing all the mumbling around, trying to do tech stuff.
You are
So
fine.
it'll be interesting to see what I can find out. This one, and then share screen, and I have to take this down and make this embiggened, and then we'll try. And everybody, I know the sound is bad, but if we need to put the boost on, then tell me, then I'll do it. But first of all, the most important person today has just arrived. Not that Mo is not important, but it couldn't be a Baker stream without the lovely Jamie.
Hi. This
Hello.
whole new setup is so much longer to get ready.
Oh, believe me, I know. It's like, okay, do I have this? Do I have this? Do I have a drink? Do I
I
have a
know, and
snack?
I didn't give it coffee yet, but I wanted to hurry up.
Oh, I made bacon, hash browns and sweet biscuits out of a
Yeah.
can. Let's be honest.
Oh, well.
And then I get my meal replacement shake.
Are you even living?
I know. I know.
Do you get it coffee at least?
I do. I got all the syrup, so I'm trying to like make it I don't. Yeah. Sometimes I'm just like, you have to do this, and my inner 5-year-old's like, and they're like,
You got to make cold foam for your coffee and use the skinny syrups. They are so good.
I will try that because
It's not working for you.
Yeah.
How far in are we?
We are.
no, it's a
Baker
love
stream.
quadrangle. If you
Yeah.
have 4, it's a love quadrangle.
It's a Baker stream, so we're only 15 minutes in, so we haven't even started the video yet.
'Cause I
And the
haven't seen
video
it
is
yet.
4 hours and 5 minutes long. So
Of what?
Well,
well,
I
there's a
don't.
lot of times she's praying and crying and out of the room,
Aw.
and at some point she finds out. Let's jump into it. Let's jump into it. I know Mo is waiting to see if the fun bags are out in
I
the
am just here for
interrogation.
boobs, as per
Boob.
usual.
And her coin
Yeah,
purse.
and
Is that what?
Well, not so much the coin purse. I mean, I have one at home if I want to look at it real, but boobs. I mean, I have boobs at home too, really.
coin purses and peens are kind of the same thing. It's they're fun, but really not something to stare at.
Jamie, you didn't even have to come on very long, and we've already just we've just
I'm gonna get coffee, but I'm gonna listen.
Salvador, we're gonna crowdfund you a lady of payable pleasure to take the edge off because
Yeah.
you need some alone time with a
That
I don't
or
I
a reasonably priced used doll of renewable pleasure, really. I
yeah.
guess.
But again, I'm not judging. It could be a guy of payable pleasure, payable affection. I'm not
We are an all loving degenerate community that will crowdsource things of
degeneracy.
ridiculousness.
Yeah. So, but we already broke Jamie. That's a good start. But everyone is wearing sleeves today, socks optional. But let's see
Yeah.
what they got on this fine lady who allegedly stabbed her boyfriend in the chest. She claims self-defense. The police says, nah, probably not
Yeah.
self-defense.
Well, I saw her go all She-Hulk mad on him, so in Las Vegas. So I
Yeah,
mean, she
beating
threw
him
some
up in the
haymakers.
elevator and stuff like that, calling him the word we can't use, and she seems she must have a great personality.
She's just lovely and sweet. You just met her on a bad day.
Yeah, it was just that time of the month, so she got a bit stabby.
At least he didn't have a kid with her. I mean, I know he's dead now, but
Yeah, small favors. That's and again,
all
I
right,
don't.
let's make her get started.
Yeah, but it just got me thinking that I really and I don't understand it for either women or men. This, but I know it's some psychological thing staying in relationships like this because you can't save them, you can't change them, you can't say, well, when he's not drinking or she's not drinking, she's nice because someday you end up
Okay,
like this.
as a younger, dumber Mo may have done that exact thing. It is an intoxicating and very sort of, self-important, but I didn't recognize it at the time to be the reason someone, changes their life when in reality they have to change for themselves. But, it's a very romantic idea. Like he loves me so much, he's going to give up X, Y, and Z, or she loves me so much, she's going to give up X, Y, and Z. That doesn't happen, but it's a very romantic, very kind of surface, shallow level kind of love that you usually have in your early 20s,
Yeah,
at least for me.
yeah, and again, as a person who also have had experience and as a man, I think it's way worse. We don't get physical hurt, but it takes our manliness away. And still, you think, well,
I love
Mondays
you.
and Tuesdays are pretty good. It's the Wednesdays that's bad. But then it's
Yeah.
Mondays are pretty good, and then before noon is pretty good, and then finally you say, well, I better get out of here.
Yeah, and by then you're so invested and you're so tired and you're just so done, and it's like, "You know what? I I hate it here, but I know here.
Yeah,
I know kind of it's erratic, but I'm tired and I don't wanna go start all over all new. Look,
good
y'all
morning.
don't date, just get arranged marriages. The world will be a better place.
Yeah, we have to go back to the good old days. You can get a farm and a
Yes,
wife.
pretty
That's the deal.
much.
Yeah, but straight face on, not straight, game face on. You can have the queer face on if you want it. No judgment.
All the faces of every origin.
Yeah. Let's see when they get into the room. It looks like they're getting in there pretty fast. But the sound is. I tried to put the boost on, but it just boosts the background sound.
Of course it does.
But chat, tell me if you need the booster. This we are sitting here for way too long sometimes streaming. Could you imagine sitting on that plastic chair for 4 hours?
I'm assuming I'm the blue chair.
Yes, please. Would you do this for me so I can sit down?
Do you have like a paper towel or tissue or anything?
Yeah, okay, we have it.
I've been crying a lot. Thank you.
Oh, and she's barefoot. Oh, that would just irk me all.
Boobies. Boobies. You got
well,
all
at
the
least
boobies.
Woohoo! Well, my day is. Yeah, but she doesn't have much when she's on the nose clams, does she?
No. And I bet what she has, God didn't give her.
Yeah, but if God didn't give her, I would go bigger. I'm just saying. If you're going to pay for it,
Yeah, you had
why
to
get a
go the full,
hatchback?
yeah.
Get a G-Wagon. We've broken Jamie. Jamie's like, I cannot with you two. We are already off.
Yeah, she just came in and thought, nope, not again.
Not today, Satan. Not today.
We know this is going to end up. And it's not to ruin anybody's fun, but this goes on for a long time. She's just sitting here, biting her nails, crying. She starts praying at some time.
I don't know that prayer is going to help her, but I mean...
Well, she's from Florida, so God, I think he has different rules for people from Florida.
Yeah.
His bar isn't that high for them.
Honestly, probably not.
It's, you went by a church one time? You're in.
It happens. We try. Even as a girl, I'm like faker. I'm a horrible butthole though, so I don't know.
Is that a legal advice or is it just life advice? Mo is the life coach.
Look, prayer works, but God wants you to get off your ass too. So
yeah,
like
be the miracle.
I keep praying for a 6-pack, and he's like, "Heifer, there's exercise you can do." And I'm like,
but Satan made the cake stand in the local supermarket.
I was like, but have you ever tried a Nutty Buddy, God? They're delicious.
Yeah, then stop making delicious food.
Stop, smite little Debbie.
I saw that in Asian TikToks, they're making white people food because it's too bland. I was just thinking, and I know it's white people.
What is white people food, by the way? Because
it's salads. A thing like a salad. So
is that what you consider white people food?
I would think Jello molds, like Jello salads, like because I don't think I've ever seen normal. Yes, please. On Halle, put my face on Halle Berry's body, and all will be good. I don't know. Have you tried Chex Mix?
I don't know how that would work.
A lot of imagination.
I like spicy food, so it's kind of that's racist. I can get offended. It's 2023.
I know. Besides, what region of white are we talking? Are we talking United Kingdom? Are we talking the Slavic countries? Are we talking Florida, which is its own country? Are we talking about the fake country of Georgia? Because y'all
don't eat my white people food. Just bland spaghetti dinner. Is that what we eat?
We just eat pasta with like salt and mayonnaise.
I saw one. It's a British guy who has this persona, making fun of TV chefs making Asian food in a horrible way. Uncle Roger.
I was about to say, I know his name is Uncle something, but then I was like, is it really Uncle, or am I making things up in my head?
Yeah, but it's Uncle Roger, and he also says the thing about white people don't put salt in the food; it's too spicy for them. It's like,
I don't like
slice
salt.
my crap up.
Now I
Oh my
will
God.
I will add Cajun spice to everything, but salt, no. Unless you're eating, okay, the only time salt is appropriate is when you have that bucket o' popcorn and you have done drowned it in all that, I'm gonna say oil or butter flavored oil, and then you eat it all and you swell like a daggone, oh gosh, the blueberry girl in Willy Wonka the next day. But it was worth it. It was worth it. What in the man bun is that?
It's Florida.
The hell it is. You're a police officer. What in the Miami Vice?
You don't have to apologize, okay?
Did you hear she apologized for being covered in blood?
Things happen. You can't control it.
Well, apologize for stabbing your boyfriend.
You don't have
I
to
always
apologize.
stabulate people. And
But
just
it was
happens.
self-defense.
Detective Racino, okay?
Yeah.
This is my partner, Sergeant Rodriguez. Okay.
I'm already
I'm
dying.
gonna try
over here.
the booster thing. If
And the time is 7:36 p.m.
It
right?
sounds better.
yeah,
What's your first name?
Courtney.
Courtney. Can you spell it for me, please?
C-O-U.
and do you think she was born Courtney Clenney, or did she fall into it like she fell into bigger boobs?
No, that's not a real name. I think it's something
What
else.
is your date of birth?
Her name is like Mary Catherine, like Madonna's name.
When was your birthday?
No, I think it's Courtney, but their last name is
Oh,
different.
really? When is your birthday?
Day 13.
My boyfriend's just the 12th.
Oh, really?
He turns 20.
Super close. This is
That's
in a row.
that he.
The boyfriend
Well,
you
he's still in the
stabulated?
hospital right
How
now,
do you know his
so-
birthday?
Okay.
Mm.
Just take a breather. Okay?
Boobs.
I know this must be very rough for you right now.
No, we were supposed to go to the park with my dogs today. Like, I just did not how I expected this. But sorry.
And
That's not what we're talking about. You asked me my birthday. Okay, what's the next question?
okay.
For you ladies, because I know nothing about women. My divorce clearly shows that. Her I'm 12 years old voice and talking about, I'm so sorry. Is that because she talks like that, or because she had gotten everything she wanted since she was 14 years old and grew a pair of boobs by
Yep.
talking to guys like that?
Look,
Exactly.
personally, it makes me want to like slap. It makes me want to repeal the entire women's movement when women act like that. So I'm not around women that act like that, and I only seem to see them in interrogation rooms now. So it doesn't work all the time, I guess.
No, but it's just as you say, in interrogation rooms, a lot of ladies find this in a 12-year-old girl voice because I think they have gotten a lot of free drinks in bars by using it.
Yeah, the innocent little girl voice probably works on if you are a boob haver that loves other boob having people, or you're a dude and you just see boobs. I'm sure it just is all the cute. But as another woman who's been grown, it's like, shut up, ma'am, be an adult. That's why I wanted Detective. I wish Detective Give No Fs, the female one,
Yeah.
was doing this, because
Yeah.
you can tell
Can
when
you
she's
talk like a
done
grown
had
up,
enough.
please? Yeah, and it's
Yeah.
just not to say anything, but once my oldest was finished it's not high school, but the step after school before you go into your education thingy, the line you want to go into. She wanted to have a summer of fun. I said, but when she dropped out of her job, so she had a full month before she started her apprenticeship. And then I said, well, isn't it expensive being out drinking that much? She just looked at me and said, Dad, I'm a skinny blonde. And I said, yeah, that's why it cost me hundreds of dollars to go out drinking, and it probably doesn't cost you anything. But I said, please.
Drink equality. Buy your local dad bod a drink. next
Yeah,
time you go out.
and I said the most important thing is just don't pay in other ways, and don't pretend you're gonna pay in other ways, because that's the problem. It's girls like this one saying, maybe you have a chance, and then you're paying for it, and then she leaves. That's just not right.
I've done that before. I feel
Yeah,
terrible.
and
Okay,
yeah.
I am waiting for my 40s to have all the fun because around that time that you're supposed to be doing all of this, I already had 2 kids. So I've done told my kids, like, if you see me at a rave at 50, uh what is that movie where Kathy McCarthy is like the mom and she goes to college with her daughter because she was raising the daughter during the
You mean,
time that she was supposed to be having fun.
Melissa McCarthy, you mean?
Yeah, Melissa McCarthy. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking,
I can't
yeah, but
think of the
definitely,
movie, but I know what you're talking about.
definitely. My kids are gonna be like, Mom, what are you doing here? Like, we're going to a rave. I've got
Yeah.
glow sticks and everything, and I've got my purse full of snacks in case we get hungry. It's gonna be like, Mom.
It's yeah, and David, you have to remember when you shorten Richard, you still have to use a capital D in Dick's. I mean, I think you mean Richard, isn't Dick the shorter version of Richard? Because we don't
Yes.
say words like that on YouTube. It's so
A peen or
Yeah.
Richard. Yes.
yeah.
Well, David's always been smarter than the rest of us.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
it's
he plays the
unprovoked
nice guy.
sometimes, to be honest with you. I've had drinks sent to me and they're like, oh, and they'll come and take it to you. And you're like, hi. And then you're just, I'm just nice. And then I'm like, okay, I'm going to go now. And they're shocked. And I'm like, well, what did you expect?
Again, if you had the eye contact and you sent her a little smile and she smiled back, then maybe go over there and say, "Could I give you a Bud Light?" I know ladies
well,
love
yeah, there
Bud
was
Light.
a movie with Rodney Dangerfield, MLS Law, that he went back to college, but I can't. No, I'm not getting him. Melissa McCarthy there was a movie. I didn't. And yeah, no, I'm not. Well, I mean,
Melissa McCarthy has more
they're
hair than Rodney
close.
Dangerfield.
Yeah.
but Melissa McCarthy generally doesn't say, I get no respect.
Yeah,
What is it?
the 19th Amendment, that's women's rights to vote.
Yeah, that was women's suffrage. Don't get me started on that. That will be a Rumble thing with me and Sal. I'm sure we will piss everybody off.
I did a history class during this, trying to get the education I need for anything. And we were talking about the female rights. And I said, the biggest problem about all this equality movement is they never say thank you. And this white knight turned around and said, "What do you mean?" I said, "Well, who gave the women the right to vote?" And he was
Oh, did
going
you
up,
hurt
and
some
all the ladies was
feelings?
just laughing.
My issue with it is that we took all of the privileges and none of the responsibilities. We wanted votes, but we didn't want to join the bucket brigades. We don't want to join the draft, but we'd like all the privileges, please. Also, the first suffragettes in the Americas were super duper racist and definitely wanted you to be landowners. They wanted a 10-pound title tax or title papers. But why did my constitution need so amendments? I don't know. I know, Baker. Did he have an aneurysm? Because soy isn't good for men.
He had long hair, skinny jeans, and he was friends with all the girls. And every time we went out drinking, who were they talking to? The misogynist old man, not the. I understand how you feel. Yeah, I feel you too. Oh, you want to talk feelings? Let's talk feelings. Funnily enough, all the ladies who say men should show more feelings are the ones who hang around guys with too much of tattoos. Oh, talking
Okay.
about tattoos.
Hello.
Hello.
Is that the Millennium Falcon?
What are you
It is.
doing? Oh
Everyone
my
thinks
God.
it's fake. It's real. It's the Millennium Falcon.
I am now like most jealous of everything. I mean, you have a land boat, a land ship that can also transition into an actual ship.
Yeah. While I was on air,
Christine,
by the way, while I
we're
was
not
on
repealing
Laid
the
Back News.
19th, really.
Oh, wait, what?
It's girls live on easy mode because you can do stuff like that. If David or I put our moves on the bar, we would get thrown out of the bar.
If you whipped it out, even the little peen, everybody,
That depends
you'd
on
be
the
arrested.
bar we're at, right, Baker?
A little peen cleavage never
There's
hurts
a bar I
if you're
know
at
that
the
if
right
you whipped
bar.
it out, you'd get drinks.
Yeah, the Blue Oyster Bar. That's you can get some.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
We have.
We are an hour and a half in, and we have talked about peens and boobs. Welcome to the peen and boob chat today.
We heard the first question on the stream, and it's only 4 hours. And she's not going to court yet. We have plenty of weekends. We just call it a go through of the interrogation. Most of it is just
When is she
chat
supposed to
writing
go?
us on.
Do you have any idea when she's supposed to go to court yet? Anyone?
No, I don't know if we have a date yet.
She
No,
was
we-
supposed to go on the same as Sarah Boone, wasn't she?
Yeah, but I think it's been moved.
Yeah, I think it got moved again.
Always gets moved. You know what? Okay. And so everyone like, why are these cases getting moved? This is normal too, by the way. I've had a criminal case that was moved and pushed out. What's a felony? But it was like aggravated stalking. But it was moved 12 times and pushed out 2 years before I finally had a trial, which was last fall. So it happens for everyone's case. And that wasn't even our deal. That wasn't like, oh, we want more time for the defense. That was the court schedule.
We had a case running last year, and it's been postponed several times because it was a smaller case and a bigger case where people got a lot of years for drugs and things. Yeah. And we started in March and ended in January this year. Because in Denmark, you don't set a week off normally. You said, well, it'll going to be 5 days, so we'll have these 5 days spread out. And then somebody got sick, somebody needed another witness. And so at the 21st and 22nd of December, we were sat in court with a prosecutor who was so sick she couldn't speak 2 words without coughing. And this day was just, she had to read all the findings in it was some guys who were alleged to have stolen a lot of things or to be fencing a lot of things. And she had to read everything into, what's it called, into the, she had to read it in court so it could be noted down.
Into the record?
Yeah, into the record, yeah. And she was just like, green saw, 1 battery for a green saw.
Who wants to read that transcript?
God.
Yeah, and we had to sit there for 8 hours, 3 days before Christmas, listening to this poor lady just coughing because we had so many expeditions. We sat on Saturdays too because we are so backed up in the Danish system too. And the 2 years of an unspecified disease of an unknown origin, it really put as a break in the system. So we are way behind.
So I'm trying to get. I woke up this morning and I was looking at what I had planned for the day, and I said, "Oh, hey, Nick, we don't have our stream up for Jody yet," and so that's what I'm working on right now. Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
I feel you.
We'll go back to looking on boobs and
Are you currently living there?
Yes.
Yeah. The address is 3131 Northeast 7th Avenue.
Mm-hmm.
Salvador, you just got her address.
And what apartment was it?
2201.
2201. How long have you guys been?
What's up,
living
Lefty?
Since the first or second week of January.
What month is this?
I don't know. What month do you generally wear a kimono and a a
2022.
bikini
Yeah,
out in
we went
Florida.
to January this year.
Every
That is
All
December?
the
From
time,
Boston?
right?
I mean,
From Austin. Oh, okay. When did you
December.
guys come to Miami from Austin?
We visited last year in March, and we loved it. And we travel all the time together. We like the beach.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. I mean, I've always wanted to live here. So he was like, he wanted to move to London. I wanted to move here. So I said, maybe we should start in the U.S.
Yeah.
And
And
he
then
was
go to
like, that,
London.
and we
It
did it.
says
Okay.
Daily Mail has something about it in August
How long
last
have you guys
year.
been together?
About
so
2
they've
years.
been living together for
A
like
year
and a
9
half
months,
to 2
8
years,
months,
yeah.
something
No,
like
they lived together in
Is he
Texas
okay?
before.
He's still at the
Oh,
hospital.
okay.
They're still,
I know.
monitoring him and talking to him. So we're waiting.
Oh my God! So he didn't even have to have surgery.
Oh,
Well,
that
I don't know.
voice.
They're still
Jesus.
doing
Oh,
X-rays and stuff like that. So I don't know yet. I'm waiting to hear a response.
That's all I have to know. Thank
Okay.
God.
So
That's all I need.
we'll get to that in a little bit.
Okay.
I need one of
And
those stream
once we're done,
thingies
I'll
so
go
I can
talk to
put
them
a
again and
boop
see
count on this.
what's the update.
So I
Okay.
can just put bing.
So you said 1.5 years, 2 years,
Mm-hmm.
how many packs a day does she smoke to have
and you
that
said that
voice?
today you guys
Ooh.
were supposed to go to the park.
That
Yeah,
is some
it's a.
Phyllis Dillard kind of.
We were.
I hear that voice and I go running.
well,
I don't go
like
anywhere near that
freshman
voice.
winter.
No, you can tell me whatever you want. You can tell me whenever you want.
Well, she was doing a lot of screaming at him before the whole
yes.
thing happened. So
Had just gotten back together. I had broken up with him, and then he came back the last like 2 nights, and everything was perfect. And then she got like into an argument, and I ended up getting scared, and I think that I overreacted, or not overreacted necessarily, but reacted, and I just.
She thinks she overreacted.
Ladies, when you think you might have overreacted, do you think David and I would have been hiding in some hills somewhere? Because most ladies I know, they think they are very, very, very reasonable when they are yelling so hard that it looks like they're going to pop a blood vessel. But she thinks she
No.
might have overreacted after killing her boyfriend. Yeah.
you think?
No, I always know I'm crazy. I've never said that I was the stable one. I don't lie to people. I'm like, if I'm the voice of reason in any situation, shit has gone wrong. Very, very wrong.
Yeah, it's and again, she has done this since she was 14 and had the first little mosquito bites. She had lived the life on easy mode.
You know, it's now I can't even listen to my favorite Police song, Don't Stand Too Close to Me, because I have teenage girls. And I'm like, what the F, Sting? You were an English teacher. You need jail time, sir.
Yeah, that's sometimes you're not supposed to think about the lyrics. You're supposed to sing along.
Well, but it's double creepy that I used to be an English teacher. I'm like, what the hell were you doing in English, Sting?
I might have been in the gym a couple of days ago and not thinking about singing along to Sir Mix-a-Lot when we were at the pull down racks where you can keep eye contact, and I was just singing along to Sir Mix-a-Lot's Evergreen, and I wasn't really thinking I was doing it loud, and this girl was standing on the opposite side and just looking at me. I was just, oh my God, did I say that aloud? That's not good.
Did I hear Sir Mix-a-Lot?
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah,
Okay, where did
but
you
don't
get
sing
your
it in front of
Millennium Falcon,
a
David?
20-year-old.
I want it.
Don't sing it in front of a 20-year-old woman in the gym because you forgot to put your inside voice on. They look weird. I don't know.
Mo, this room has been displayed, or maybe just to Flux. Maybe I just sent it to Flux, but this is my Star Wars room. I'll have to show you maybe one day. We'll keep that.
We just became best friends.
Mo, you want to see my Star Wars room?
I'm telling you, I'm a strange girl. That would lure me in. That would be like, do you want to see? I have
my armory.
It's like-
I have my droid collection. I got bunch of droids over
Again,
there, an armory back
don't
behind
offer me free drinks like, hey, I've got a Star Wars room.
I get it, because if somebody said you want to see my puppy, okay, let's go.
Believe me, my youngest son would like trade all of us. Like, you have kittens and candy. I have siblings. We'll all go to your
Kids, too.
van.
The Millennium Falcon
Yeah.
cockpit door. That's what won her over, the cockpit door.
Well, you know, anything that can be a single entendre, I am there. You don't even need a double entendre. I am just a doggy door for Jody.
Jesus.
Wow.
And Jamie, this is why we do the Saturday streams, just to ruin you. So again, it's not important because what's on the screen, because the train has left the station and not on the tracks.
I don't even know what we're talking. Like, I don't even know what's going on the screen. We're just talking about.
I just heard Sir Mix-a-Lot, and then Mo was asking about my Star Wars.
Well,
no.
yeah. I mean,
But yeah, we were right before anything happened.
Great
We were going
conversation.
to
okay. I do have a question, Baker.
walk
Does
the
she
dog.
still think he's alive at this time?
Yeah, they just
Because-
said they're monitoring him. And she said, "Oh, I'm just so happy because that was all I
Okay.
needed to know." So it's she's gonna be told later on that.
Okay.
So if we ever get there before the trial
What-
goes on, we don't know.
We'll be on
down to
part
this park
3.
over by like the
100,
Paramount, which has like the beach volleyball and basketball court and all that. We're gonna walk them over there and let my dog Ranger play soccer. That was my plan for the day, and then go
How old are you?
to the movie. Or you go to a movie tonight in Miami Beach. My dogs are 8 years old.
8 years old. Oh, okay. For both of them?
Why are we talking about dogs?
You've had them all 8 years since they were babies.
Yes.
I don't know. I keep getting confused by the man's
Mini
tiny little
I love this.
nublet of a man
Super
bun. It just,
I know. So ugly.
it's like,
you
sir,
guys
get
lived in
a
Austin before
clip.
here, right?
Or get one of those
Between the
fake
first
man
and
buns
second week
around
of
it.
January.
The people
You
who
guys
think that
moved
it looks
to
good,
where?
it's
You guys stop anywhere before coming to Miami, or
I don't get it.
did you move somewhere
I
else?
don't. Nicholas could
between
do a
Austin
man
and
bun,
Miami?
and it'd be
Or you
epic.
went straight to Miami?
This
we still
guy
do
has
walk
like this much
from
more hair.
Austin to Miami to the side.
Yeah, those are the man, but because
I enjoy one bit.
ponytail
And then, like,
thingy, that's something
No,
different.
he-
we just stopped a bunch of places.
Does he have any family?
He does. He has.
Yeah.
He has his mom and grandma. He's closest to.
Mom and grandma?
Mm-hmm.
We're here in Miami, or
So
They
he
live in
didn't have a
Dallas.
dad.
I think his grandma
Christ.
they may still be in Nigeria because they visit a lot, but I think that they're back in Dallas.
okay.
He has a brother that lives in I think Houston. I don't know where his sister lives.
Do you happen to know off the top of your head their phone number? Or?
Well, you know,
None of theirs.
it doesn't take much to distract me.
And you said in the beginning a picture of a peen wouldn't distract you, but a hairpin. It works.
Yeah, well, and it's not
A
even a full
hairpin!
hairpin. It's a nublet.
Well,
We've
enough.
broken Jamie.
last week it was shirts and sleeves, and this week it's peens. So
Yeah, I have to go back and watch that because the amount of plumbing that man has to have
I was like, who's not on
destroyed.
David?
he doesn't
David.
know. It doesn't. I can mute him from my end. But a man that can cook ladies, and he has the cockpit door.
I
You
know.
understand why a woman
but he's-
traveled all the way from Sweden to get him? I just
Did we only make it 26 minutes into this interview?
We're talking
well,
peens.
hairpins.
Peens?
Yeah, hair peens.
Oh, I thought
Okay,
it was a different peens.
Well, yeah, but what I had said was I can't deal with this man's little hair bun nublet. I mean, and Lefty said, you know, we needed to clip that because I was distracted by a nublet. And yeah, we're off to a banner start this morning.
Morning, Jung.
Morning, John.
Morning.
As
Your
ever,
face is covering me.
yeah, it makes you prettier. But again, we have been going for about an hour, and we have heard something on the stream. So
Sorry.
well, don't say sorry. It's what Saturdays are for. What should you be doing else? Being with your family? Going
My
outside?
family's left me.
My
Well-
family are. My husband is doing construction, and the boys are just waiting to go to the pool.
And all you in the chat, you're better off here, right? This is your family.
I know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everyone
Good
floats down
morning,
here.
family.
But we forgot the most important part. We need boobs.
No.
Farrell must.
Yeah,
She's
phone
not
number,
showing
on your
up
phone,
because she was in.
I think that I would have his mom.
She was in Ozzy's chat
On
4
my
hours
phone
ago.
for sure,
So
and
he's
maybe
Jung,
sleeping,
Jung, I have brown eyes,
Good
just so
mom.
you know.
you know,
I think
he
she's
told
talking to
me
Baker.
I know she's.
Maybe?
That went over Mo's head. That's okay.
That's like
As most
remember
things
you.
And I've met her multiple times. I've been to her house, and I still didn't tell you. That's pretty bad.
That's too late. We're
I mean,
26
how many
minutes
times
in.
have you seen
I think 4 times.
it? Yeah, so I'm pretty sure it's spread apart, right?
Yeah.
So I wouldn't imagine to like remember somebody's name that easy. I'm really bad at remember names too. So
I love the CC. I'm really proud to remember
Um,
names too.
how about his brother? You know his brother's name? Or? No.
He is very, like, not, I guess, like, too thorough
Mhm.
with talking about. I mean, that's not really probably like the word, but not like too thorough. I feel like I calmed down a little bit once he told me, like, they're just like talking to him. Okay, so I can talk again. They're like, he's not really like that thorough or something. He doesn't really talk as much about his family as I do mine. I talk about my family all the time.
Okay.
Is
Wasn't
anyone
her
surprised?
mother her?
No,
Wasn't
her
her
father
mother
is the
her
one who's
manager?
running the OnlyFans account. That's why she couldn't get bond.
That's so gross.
Girls, my children, you should not be watching this stream, but if you are, I will not be supporting your OnlyFans page. It's gross, it's tawdry. No, and I can't even work Photoshop. So really, guys, I'm the wrong person to ask.
Yeah, and again, it's probably but I'm a dad and have daughters. I couldn't imagine watching the stuff with my own daughter in it as he has done, and just saying, "Well, go do your thing, honey. The money's coming in." I would, I think I'll be biting something that was metallic and round, and not in the fun way, because
Yeah, no.
it's so disgusting. And if he's editing her videos or putting promo videos up, having to watch your daughter like that, that's
But
whew.
can you
That's
imagine
creepy.
that office meeting? Like, honey, we're really going to need you to up your cleavage, sweetie pie. I need you to, we're going to have to oil things much more. There's a lot of shadows. It just, ugh.
Honey, the income has been down this month. We have to step it up. What kind
Yeah.
of degeneracy haven't you done yet?
I've got you a bigger microphone you
I
can
mean,
lick.
that's how
I
the
thought it would be,
Kardashians became the Kardashians.
and look what
Yeah.
it did to Bruce Jenner.
Well, he was a better woman than any of you. He became Woman of the Year. So
I
again,
know.
we
We
men
suck out
do
loud.
everything better. So, but we had a day.
Their mom pimped out Kim, and that's how they became famous.
Yeah. We had
Yeah.
a semi-famous reality star who went into OnlyFans, and a couple of months ago, she was complaining that the fans on OnlyFans made her do more and more extreme stuff. I was just,
What?
how did
What
you
did she
think
think
it
was
would
going to
work?
happen?
Yeah, did you think, well, I'll just show a little nip and then I'd get rich? Nope. I can't remember what it was she was asked to stuff in the Jodi Arias pocket, but she wasn't happy about it. I think
Is
it
that
was,
what you're calling it?
well, I have to
That's
clean up my
amazing.
language. We have a real lawyer on, it's not layman stream today. We have a real lawyer, so we have to talk proper English.
Bronco was saying yesterday
Jody.
that we all conform ourselves. We all self-censor ourselves because we're on YouTube. We can't just say anything we want. We self-censor it to play, on the YouTube channel. But I love our clever ways of trying to get around it. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, I like our language creoles. Like I use method actor, and we use the unknown virus of unidentified origins.
Indigo, no pictures. It didn't happen. You gotta show proof.
Yeah, and I thought I was your only
I
fan.
don't believe it.
But,
Yeah, and if your dad isn't your, manager, are you really doing OnlyFans right?
yeah, and you don't have to stuff something up the
Oh
doggy
my
doll
God.
without.
Yeah, I call BS on Bronca censoring himself. I think Bronca says whatever the hell he wants to say.
Imagine him uncensored though.
Oh dear Jesus.
But again,
Yeah.
I'm watching a lot of streams with a lot of different people. I know that people say, well, the censorship is running amok. But again, sometimes when the law pope gets going, I thought I would imagine the censors didn't like it on YouTube, and he stays up, or Joe Good Logic, he can go on some epic rants too, and so I think, of course, we are not speaking about all the stuff we could talk about, but I wouldn't meet with you in person and start saying all the dirty words, because it's
Well, you better. I mean, it's happening in January, right?
yeah. Well,
I wanna hear all the dirty words.
after a couple of beers,
Start with Star Wars with me, and then we can move up to dirty words.
yeah. So
My
it's
husband is like, what the actual F is wrong with you? I
but
was like,
again,
you married me.
it's just normal that you try to take the worst parts out, because you do have some people in chat who, not in our chats because they're degenerates, but in other chats that might think we were a bit much if we were just talking peens and aerosols all the times. But well, now we're here for watching movies.
2742. That's what we're at. Right?
27.
Goal achieved. We
And
are nearly
I
at-
like that. I like that David is talking like it's us
Well,
that's only
hey.
going off track.
What are you eating there, David?
My white
People food.
Oh.
Yeah, what is the white people food? Is it bland ass potatoes? Is that what you made?
You
Is
want to
there
know
mayonnaise?
my special potato recipe? No. Just show you. Oh, look at that. Oh, I showed you, but the dog was in the way.
Okay.
So I can move you in
Do it
the center.
again.
I know you wanted to. If you could have it your way, it would be.
What is it?
It's honey fries.
Who's the boomer? Who's the boomer?
You're muted.
There we go. All right. So it's potatoes with onion and garlic and fresh rosemary from the garden. And yeah, that's what I made. You see it?
You guys, Mr. Mo has said I cannot have my own Star Wars room yet.
No. I'm not
feel
showing
like
you my
I need
Star
a-
Wars room right now. Well, maybe.
I know.
I feel like
No, it's
I
messy.
feel like I need a brother husband, and we can.
I don't
gang
think you
up
can
on-
see it all. I can't see it all from this angle.
Oh,
Well, that's a
I'm
cute
But there's
jealous.
more around the corner, and then there's some to the right as well.
I love that couch.
Salvador,
Yeah.
we can't get divorced because someone will have to take custody of the 6 children.
Got them running.
And in America, that's me.
She's like, hell no.
I'm not doing this by myself. Oh, hells no.
Well, I like that.
A little thing I've been noticing whenever she's rearranging her kimono or whatever it is.
It's still me on the screen, by the way.
Yeah,
All of
because you're the star of the show.
All David, all the time.
That's-
Getting mad.
well, he complained about being hidden, so. But are they blurring out her booblets when she's rearranging it? Or is it
Well,
just?
I think it's her hair extensions covering it a little bit.
Yeah. Okay.
Look, I have
probably.
been on boob watch, and I believe it's just her hair.
If we have the raw video, I can edit this and enhance.
Pinch to zoom.
In Biggin.
Pinch to zoom.
Definitely
Where's your
pinch.
family?
In Oslo.
You're all in Oslo.
All in
You have a big family, small family.
I am the most. I'm the closest with my immediate family. My
This
mom,
is
my dad, my little sister.
Okay.
So not really that big of a family.
Okay. What's your mom's name?
Deborah.
Deborah?
I'm just gonna put it up and speak because that's not really important.
Kim?
Mhm.
And then we might be able
What are
to
they?
finish today sometime.
Clenney.
Clint?
Clenney.
And your sister?
Morgan.
Say nothing. You ever need us to take a break? You know, because I know it's rough, you know, with everything going on. But you need to take a break. You let me know, okay?
Yeah. Thank you guys for giving me water and tissues.
No, definitely.
Those are some rough ass. Those brown paper towels you have to pull out. All her.
Do you guys work here in Miami?
Didn't even get her
or do you guys have your own
Kleenex.
business?
Wow.
She is sucking on
I
that
do
bottle.
social media, so I guess is what.
She has
She's an
cotton mouth. little
Influencer.
And he does stocks and crypto.
What do you focus on, like Instagram or social media?
Instagram, LinkedIn.
Okay.
It's just yeah.
What's
It pays the bills.
what's your Instagram?
You've probably seen my boobs on the internet. Now you get
Does
to see
she
them in
seem
person.
real proud of her job? Mainly Instagram.
Absolutely, she is.
Yeah, she has a very high work ethic. She's one of the few girls on OnlyFans who clean up the background before taking any snaps.
With their
Oh my
dirty
gosh,
underwear
what
and
is
shit in the background.
wrong
Yeah,
with people?
the coin purse must be in focus because it's the most
Yeah.
important. You can't have dirty laundry lying around. But to me, it doesn't seem like she's very proud of her job as an OnlyFans model. She's an influencer on Instagram. That's like
Why do they
saying,
call it an OnlyFans model? You're modeling your queen purse. You're not really modeling.
Sometimes
I hear
you're-
Mo's an influencer now.
I am a semi-professional. Well, I'm fully professional in Sarah Boone's mind, but I'm only semi-professional in my mind YouTuber.
yeah, and
I should
I'm
never influence anyone.
and I'm a pre-millionaire because I covered Sarah Boone, and everyone who's covering Sarah Boone is going to be a millionaire.
I know I'm part of the racket. I'm
Yeah.
hoping to get my cut soon.
But did she actually say you've seen my boobs on the internet?
Nope. No.
No, I
okay.
did.
Oh, I thought she said that, and I was like, "That's an amazing thing to say," and I thought that was awesome of her.
Believe me,
How
if I were an OnlyFans model and I was in jail, I'd be like, "You probably seen my boobs and on the internet, but now you get to see my face. Isn't it awesome?"
Yeah, I know why you can't put the face with the boobs, but if I just lift my leg here, oh, it's you. Hey, Courtney.
You might have seen these tattoos in such movies as The Pizza Man Comes Over and The Plumber Stays for Dinner.
Yeah, and I
Oh my
get
God.
stuck all the crazy places. I really didn't get. I got stuck in the dryer. How dumb must you be to get stuck in a dryer? Well, some people do, and then they die. But We are not going down my search history on some certain websites.
Courtney Taylor.
It's the weekend.
Courtney Taylor.
Oh, so her real name is Courtney Taylor.
Taylor
Courtney Taylor sounds more of a stripper name than Courtney Clenney.
I think she was Courtney Taylor on Instagram, but I think her name's Courtney Taylor Clenney.
Yeah, that's what it said in the affidavit.
And what is it that he does?
Stocks and crypto.
Stocks and crypto.
He just has stocks and crypto.
What do you do for a living? I do stocks and crypto.
Yeah, so he's pretty good with numbers and all of that.
When my
What's the
doctor
difference
asked what
between being an
what I do
OnlyFans
for
model
work-
and scamming people into buying crypto? It's the same hustle. It's
Let's say the boobs. That's the difference.
a lot of the crypto guys got some impressive moves too. So
Oh, okay, true. All right.
so it's just every day I go on Twitter, I'm been added to some buy my crypto scam list. It's just so annoying.
And he's done that since you've known him, or?
I mean, as far as I know, he's done it since he was 19, and he's 27.
Okay.
So he's pretty damn good at it.
1927. I love the closed captions.
I guess compared to other people that do it.
Yeah. And how long were you guys planning on being in Miami, or before going to London? Or?
I don't think London was ever really going to happen. I don't think I would ever do that. But yeah, we were going to move into a house.
Mm-hmm.
So have an apartment, and then we were like, maybe just move here for a year. And then once we got here, we were like, no, this is dope.
Yeah.
So we have the dog picked out. Golden Retriever, we're going to name Mellow. So
Why are we talking about
we're going to have a
the dog?
backyard. Because I have 2 dogs, and then we're going to have 3. So we're planning on staying here for a while.
She's pretty good with numbers too.
I just hope we get the opportunity to do that.
Because they didn't reproduce, thank God. So they just had dogs.
Sorry.
Once again, you don't have to apologize.
Hopefully I'm over freaking out and like I'll be able to see him.
Sorry, you're not.
It's gonna be worse.
I will keep it together.
Okay. So how about before we go into like the details of what happened today, okay? I have to swear you in and read you a couple other paperwork. This is normal process for everybody.
You guys, the other, the bald detective, finally we have someone who fills out his entire shirt and doesn't need shoulder pads. He has horrible posture though, so.
Yeah. He seems like a guy who can hit you really, really hard when you're practicing your football drills. It's not the guy you want to make angry at a bar.
No.
It's not Fluff filling out that shirt.
No.
So I got a chance to talk to Christian today.
To who?
Christian.
Oh,
The victim.
They haven't told me his name yet.
If I'm the victim, he's definitely the victim. What did you say?
No, he didn't know his name, so he was confused. I was the one that went to the scene.
I just assume everybody knows everything.
Yeah,
Sorry.
no, not always.
Will I get a chance to talk to him?
We'll see once we're done with everything. Talking and with the scene and seeing what's the update with him.
With the
and
talking.
then we'll definitely get you an answer later. Cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is an investigation into what do we call it, a domestic dispute, which occurred at 3131 Northeast 7th Avenue, apartment 2201. In reference to case number,
Yeah, sorry. It's going to be 22-0403 00-23743.
the City of Miami Police incident number. Okay. This statement is being taken in the City of Miami Police Department, the investigation office, which is located at 400 North 2nd Avenue, Miami-Dade County, Florida. Okay.
They literally just call it the investigation office. Woman,
You're right.
shut up.
Okay. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Oh, they put her under oath even.
Real quick, have you taken any alcohol or medication or narcotics today?
Shouldn't she be told her rights if she's sworn?
She's not really sworn though. That's the funny thing because, I mean, I don't know. This is Florida. Maybe Florida's a little different, but in Michigan, you can only raise your hand and swear to tell the truth in front of a notary or a court officer, and he has neither one of those. So, I don't know. I think he's doing it. I think they do it to try to convince people to tell the truth. They're like, "Oh, now I'm sworn, I must." When it's like signing a waiver for a child. You know, it means nothing, but it's a deterrent.
Yeah, yeah. Then it seems legit. So
yeah,
there's consequences if I lie.
Yep. When there's really not. I mean, I guess in theory there could be, hindering a police investigation or something. But I mean, the chances of you being able to get convicted on that, unless you confess that you were lying, like that one woman to the grand jury, it's gonna be very hard to prove.
Yeah, and.
Sorry, I was just mistaken. I got, whatever. That was my opinion. There's so many ways out of, you were lying.
Yeah, at the time I believed it was so, or I remembered it a different way. But again, isn't it kind of an entrapment trying to coerce them to tell something? She should have been told that you have the right to talk and you have the right to shut up. And she was just
technically not under arrest right now, so they don't have to give you. You don't have to give your Miranda warnings, or they don't have to give her the Miranda warnings. The advise her of her rights is what it is, but your rights still apply. So this is, I mean, she could invoke her rights at any point. She just doesn't. The police are under no obligation to inform her of her rights.
Yeah, but we saw with Adam Montgomery and Sarah Boone, they talked about it before starting, and they were not arrested before later.
Yeah, I mean, but it's discretionary. Like the police can tell you your rights because they'd rather be safe than sorry. So they could tell you your rights right away. And then there's no way to challenge it later by saying, well, when did the arrest actually begin? And see, it's a very technical thing. So once you are under arrest, then you must be advised of your rights. Prior to that, if it's a Terry stop, a brief investigation, or if you're voluntarily talking to the police, they don't have to advise you of your rights. So when does it turn from a voluntary statement to a short investigatory stop to then an arrest? Where's that line? Where are those lines? They're very gray and blurry at times. So some departments will say, I'm just going to tell them their rights right from the get-go, and then I don't have to worry about where those lines are. And other people are like, no, we don't want to do that because we don't want her to shut up. We'll take our chances. We'll just talk to her. So it's very discretionary. And they're lying to her, which police are allowed to do.
Yes, class, if we've learned anything is if you are in the police, thing, and they've asked you or given you your Miranda rights, you is not a witness. You is a suspect. Get a lawyer.
And again, when they're starting out talking about your dogs and how nice it must be, it's not because they're interested in your dogs or think it's nice. It's just because they want you to think they like you. And this woman, again, since she's been 14 years old, she has had a lot of guys asking her questions, and she could just smile at them, and everything went away. Only one thing
stayed. Works for her anymore.
Well,
I'm sending you some
she
DMs,
on
though.
all the alcohol and all the narcotics that day?
And we'll hear, because we just got to that part.
No.
That's a lie. Maury.
Yeah, I know.
I actually don't know what it's called. It's a medication for.
What was the medication for? If you don't mind me asking. What is your level of education? Was it last grade or did you graduate? From college.
Fourth.
What college was that?
Morning, Dave.
College.
And Santa Monica Community College.
Dave,
how long of school did you do there? Approximately.
It's like at each one, well, ACC about a year and a half, I think. Santa Monica, like a semester or two.
Okay.
That was never for me.
Okay.
She was studying political science.
Have you been diagnosed with any mental disability?
Oh, yeah.
No?
Yes.
Right? I can move over to this
I
one.
am an
Did she say
e-thought.
no?
Okay.
What did you ask?
I was listening when he asked her if she was ever diagnosed with anything mental, and then they moved on. So I think she said no.
Yeah, she said no. She said no. So, but college wasn't for her. She did a year and a half. So it's kind of like me, 25 years to get a degree. Not a degree, just finish an education.
Baker, I sent you some before and after pics, by the way.
Yeah, I have a before and after in my thumbnail.
Oh,
Of
I didn't notice the thumbnail.
of Courtney.
Yeah.
Well, pull it up. Pull it up. Why not?
It's not like we're listening
gained
to
a
the.
little.
She
Yeah.
put on a few. Can I figure out how to share that?
I impose it as an overlay. Upload it as an overlay. That's what I do.
In brand banners.
Not banners. But
I
you have
love
all
when
your
David has
overlays and
to.
background.
Overlay, yeah, that's in brand.
Yeah.
I love when David's like, we're just gonna help.
Then I have to
Yeah,
download
stop and
it.
do
We'll
some
do it
tech
live.
stuff.
I don't need to send you videos. We'll just do it live.
Yeah, and I just have to cancel it and then have to download this so I can upload it after.
I'm glad I'm not the only person that's like, I need to do this and this. I feel like half of my streams are, you guys, I swear to God, I'll figure it out. Let me
My
try
opinion
this.
of StreamYard is it tries to be so user friendly that it sometimes is a pain in the ass to use, if that makes sense, right? You got all the buttons that are like conveniently located and clearly labeled, but you got to kind of go through a process to get it set up. I don't know. Yeah.
Is that a tattoo behind her ear?
Well,
yeah, of course it is.
If you scroll a little lower on that picture, you might see a little pokey through the shirt too.
Yeah, but it's a different picture because this stupid one put it in a different folder because I downloaded it from Twitter. So I think so. No, it just downloaded that part because it's a large. I'll find it. That's
I am not giggling to myself at all.
David should just send it so we didn't have to use our mind.
Yeah,
I did send it. The picture?
Yeah, I know you sent it because it's a JPEG large file. It can't.
Sorry, my pictures are too big for your computer.
Yeah, it's because it's not used that much.
The boobs broke the internet. Well. Oh, guys, thank you for all your help. I got to 200 today, according to
Ooh, all right.
YouTube.
Yeah.
So thank you all.
I'm gonna go check that out and verify it. Oh yeah, 200 subscribers. Nice.
Woohoo! And I got my first mean comment. It was like, maybe more trial, less talking. And I was
yeah, aren't those great?
And I'm like, I'm confused. Do you not? It was on the Court TV day where they did nothing but fucking talk, and no court. And I was like, well,
I always drop a link to them to Ellen Seward's stream. Like you go over there if you just want to hear just the trial.
Somebody said that to you? Who is it?
Yeah, I basically said, look, I'm a new YouTuber. I'm trying to find my thing. But this is a commentary channel, so I will take you with a grain of salt. I wasn't trying to be bitchy or rude, but I was like,
I would
listen.
I had a woman rant at me on Facebook Messenger about how I needed to fix my comment or my content and do this and do that. And I was like, you can go somewhere else if you don't like what I've got going on. That's cool. I don't care.
Yeah, and again, as I said yesterday, I have this magic thing I can just press, and then I don't have to listen to people anymore because it's turned off.
Exactly.
And at any time I'm going online, there's 40 people streaming, so you can find somebody who says all the right things that you could
What
listen
is
to.
wrong with people? That is so stupid to me. Like so
Dave,
stupid.
it's the Millennium Falcon cockpit behind me.
Did you send it from an iPad or something, David? Because it doesn't recognize the file.
I can modify the file. I literally just downloaded it from the internet and DM'd it.
Yeah, but it's looking
Are we
fine on.
spending all this time looking for nipples? Because
Okay. let me edit the nipples and then I'll send it to you guys.
we're just gonna get close up of nipples.
Yeah. That's
I'm gonna
whatever.
press because this is
You have
again
the right to remain silent. Anything you
It's
say
not
can
me
be used against
going
you
off
in
the
court of law.
rails.
You have the right to talk to a lawyer or for advice before we ask you questions.
Do you want it as a
You have the right
PNG
to
or
have
JPEG?
during questioning. If you cannot afford to hire
any
a lawyer,
any
you have the right to
one
present
is
before
okay. It's just
questioning
because
if you wish.
StreamYard doesn't recognize the other one.
You can decide at any time to exercise these rights and not answer any questions or making statements. Do you understand each of these rights I've explained to you?
Oh, she
Yes.
got her rights now after she was sworn in.
Would I be able to talk to my father? Because he pretty much acts as my attorney. Like, I mean, not like the stuff like
Jesus,
this.
her dad does her attorneyness too.
I'm
No,
my kid's attorney.
he's just
What?
I literally tell my kids, I'm like, if you're ever questioned by the police or even your principal, I say your only response is I do not talk without my father, who is also my attorney here present.
Well, but you're not taking care of their OnlyFans too. I feel like
Well, yeah,
maybe
that's,
she
I
should have a
guess.
personal assistant or something. I don't know.
It's just so nasty for a dad to be sitting.
I forgot about the OnlyFans thing.
It's. I know it's a different thing with the stepdad in Australia who spent a lot of money on his stepdaughter, but again, isn't it more nasty that your father is the one who's going through your OnlyFans and saying, "Oh, honey, you have to up it. The money's low." It's just so nasty.
Yes, that would be a yes because you're normal.
Yeah, I think most of my problem stems from me being normal. I don't understand these people.
he just
Well, we'll give you a chance.
We're not what to do.
We'll give you a chance to talk to your father later.
I mean, before
Okay, David. So
I just
she
feel
just
like- I feel
asked
like-
for her like a
I
lawyer.
mean, I
Do
think-
you have to actually specifically say, "Look, I am not talking until I have my lawyer"?
Yeah,
Because
there's
the
a
reason-
stupid Supreme Court case about, well, yeah. I would like to, or what'd she say exactly? But you have to invoke it. You have to be like, I am not going to talk without my lawyer present, if I talk at all. Otherwise, I'm not talking. There's a bunch of stupid cases that you have to specifically invoke it. And yeah, someone posted in my Discord a rant by Sean, potentially criminal, where he was going off on, what is it, Louisiana's Supreme Court.
Oh, it was
There
the
was, like,
lawyer dog.
the lawyer dog. Yeah. Do you know this case? So in Louisiana, this guy was like, I want my lawyer dog. And the Court of Appeals was like, well, he meant a lawyer dog, right? That's not requesting a lawyer dog.
Oh,
So,
Jesus.
yeah, no, it's
I know.
be very clear and specific and insistent and repetitive, people.
I would like my Airbud attorney, please. He's a golden
Right.
retriever, and he's out there. There ain't no rules about a dog playing basketball or doing the lawyering.
Shut up, Mo.
He's pre-law too, so. And everybody, while we have a small break, while Jamie has a breakdown, if Mo can get to 200, I should be able to do it too. So if you're watching and haven't subscribed, please do it because
Yes.
I like the number 200. I was going for 50 this year. We beat it. And so if I could hit 200 before Christmas, I would be happy.
I was going to say, more
Yes.
importantly, share on Twitter and your social media. Tell your friends. Get your
Yes.
mom's phone and subscribe. Do things like that because that's what's really going to help. Because I think everybody here is already subscribed,
Will you
or at
Yeah.
least
Yes.
most of the people here. So you need to share it. Spread the good news.
Spread the good news
But
of
David,
We are
Mo
somebody
and
all
could be
Baker.
on the-
disciples of Baker.
But somebody could be here on a
David.
rewatch and thinking at sometimes these yabbering idiots must stop so I can watch the boobies. And they could hear, oh,
No.
I forgot to subscribe. So
I forgot
if
about
they make it-
rewatches.
No, because David needs to Photoshop Airbud attorney at law on something now. I want
I
it.
feel like they have a movie, Air Bud.
I'm
like
sure
it's only
it's
long.
Air Bud 94, the the Pelican Brief.
I swear they have that movie.
Oh my god, make it now.
It's yeah. David, it just comes through as a JPEG small file, and it won't accept that one.
I don't know what's going on with your Danish computer, but mine it works fine. I don't know how to send it.
It's the
How
stupid
about I just send
American
you a
Microsoft.
link to the original? Does that work?
I don't know. That's, you are our lawyer / tech support guy / life coach /
You are
psychic
our Han
medium.
Solo.
Yeah.
He's not my life coach.
I'm your Han Solo, though. Admit it.
Well, we're like, we like you, David, and you're like, I know.
Oh, I
I
like.
know.
It's all right.
Yeah. We love you, David. I know.
You guys are so kind. Okay, I'm sending you a link.
Oh, we love you.
No, we don't need help with the graphic things. We just need David to get his act together and send it in a format I can upload. Because
Yeah, excited. Actually, I do need help, and my sister is a student, so I will be getting all of the Photoshop, and then we will set up your generous offer to help me. I want to warn you, excited. I have the ability to screw up even the simplest tasks on the computer, so
I put a link
it
in
might be
the private chat.
frustrating. Are you still giggling about the Air Bud lawyer?
Did you Google it? What? I don't know what she's laughing at. I have no
I
idea.
was just thinking about it. I was just sitting here and it popped in my head. Fuck. That's how I work, okay?
You know, I crack myself up half the time.
Excited.
Yes,
I'm going to send you a video, by the way, because I want a computer-generated video. If you could do that. Jamie, we good?
Yeah, we're good.
I just looked down in the control panel and could just see Jamie cracking up. Yes. I'm gonna go
He's
press
a
play.
dog in a little like suit jacket.
Oh my God. Jamie is committed to this now.
Next week's stream will be us watching Airbud or whatever Jamie is watching.
Okay. Steaming up my glasses again.
you know what's odd is I'm the one that has been in that jar, and Jamie's the one cracking up.
All right.
Oh, I'm gonna press play.
I think it'll be fine. I think she'll be fine, and I will be fine. I mean, there's no need, but I just want to talk to them.
I could just do this if I was not that stupid. I am.
What happened to the video?
What?
Just a
He's
second.
trying to
Big
find
no.
booblets.
Oh. Yeah, so
He's trying to
it's
find his-
it's like
yeah.
the screenshot, like you could see her.
Is she
The-
not wearing a bra?
So they're shining through the top. But she looks
Oh
like
my
she's gained
Lord.
a little weight. Not that one. It's the other
I
one.
mean,
It's
she
actually
wouldn't need to.
it's like the video above. It's a weird. I don't know. That's I pulled up the image and then it took me to this page.
Yeah, and she
Look how she
went
used to
from
look.
she went from this to
Which to me is not attractive.
no, it's too plasticky.
Yeah.
Mm.
And
She looks like she
pull that
takes
one
3
up, that
hours
top
to
one.
get ready.
The top one is a video.
Yeah, I know, but can you like pull it up and then not play it, or will it just play?
Well, it's just buffering right now. Probably sometimes they want to do this. Sometimes they won't allow it because I'm from a different country.
It's like the thumbnail. It's all grainy. I'll send it to
Yeah.
you some way.
I'm glad we're taking.
There's some.
Why is she not
there's
wearing a
some nip-
mask? Right?
Right,
She has the long lights turned on.
Yeah, she's got the headlights on.
Ma'am, you are already in jail for, stabulating your boyfriend. Could you wear a bra to court?
She looks a little scared though.
I have heard more than one woman
Oh, yeah.
say bras are prison. So
Yeah, no one likes
I'm all for
wearing
freeing the net.
bras, but
but
there are
again,
some of us who
when she
couldn't
has
wear
access
crop tops.
to all the dietary supplements, then she looks like this. And and the small video of her beating him in the corner. She seems like a nice person. Salvador can save her, I'm sure.
Well, I mean, like she's charged with second degree. So, like, what would that be in Florida?
That would be the second worst murder.
So not not intentional, not pre-planned and premeditated, but heat of passion, right?
I guess your question isn't very clear, Jamie. Do you want to know what her
I said
potential
no.
penalty
I
would
said
be?
if she was, yeah. Sir,
It could be life.
So that's why you said she looks scared. I think she is.
I would be.
That's her whole life. Yeah.
Don't they have sports tops in prison? She don't need a bra.
They do, but I don't know if they wear them.
Yeah, but again, yeah, you can strangle somebody with a bra, but
right.
If you don't have the, I'm not going to talk about boobs again because everybody made fun of my booby thingies last time. So, but the wiring in the bottom of the boob holder, it's you can use that as a weapon, but there's none of that in a sports bra.
No, they're typically not. And there are some people that, might have to wear them so we don't look terrible.
Yeah. It's
I don't know. I'm all about letting them hang. Sweet low, sweet chariot.
Yeah, some of us don't want to look like the grandma in Nutty Professor running down the field. Some gym socks with a tennis ball at the end.
Fucking Christ.
As I told Indigo, there's a nude beach not so far from here, so you can really let your freak fly. But mostly that's the sad part about nude beaches.
It's never the boobs you want to see.
No, it's people
like me.
Did you say like you?
Yeah, it's people that look like me. It's not your Brad Pitts. It's not your,
It's not your
The Rocks.
It's not your pre-javelin Courtney.
Probably
Courtney
a lot
Clenney.
of senior citizens, just like at the gym where they just like they're the only ones just getting totally nude, standing there talking to each other. No one else does.
Oh, why? No.
Do the women do that in the locker room? The older women?
Oh,
I know
yeah.
the old guys do.
Yeah.
I had some older ladies that were like blow drying their hair with like no clothes on, and they're just like, "Hey," and I'm like,
I mean, that's how I blow dry my hair. I don't understand the issue though.
I'm just like, but then you don't know if you're supposed to look, and then you're trying to make eye contact.
You don't know if you're supposed to look.
Look, you guys, it's like when someone has a lazy eye and you can't stop staring at it. It's not
I
our
like
fault.
to drip dry out of the shower, regardless of where I'm at.
And that's how he got, banned from all of his doctors.
All the YMCAs. It's just, Sir, can you please go back into the dressing room? I'm not dry yet. Yeah, but you can't be in the cafe area. Go back and dry.
That's how
they're trying to have like a real like conversation with you, just nude, and I don't know you from anybody, you know. And I'm like,
believe me, I
what
was
are your hang-ups, Jamie? Why are you
shame.
so concerned about someone else's naked body? It's just body parts.
I don't care,
you've
but
seen
like
your own.
Because I don't go up to people nude and try to talk to them.
I had a wonderful political debate once at the gym in the locker room, naked with another man. It was great.
A nude bike ride?
That must be chafing all the wrong places.
I feel like
that's
who you are, though.
Nude bike ride? Who said that? That would be horrible. Oh my god.
That is a terrible, awful.
Oh, I know
Texas
about the
must
nude
be-
bike ride in Portland. Yeah, that looks so uncomfortable.
Yeah, you'd need like one of
That's a
those old
thing?
man.
Yeah. They do it every year.
Who's riding a bike nude? That would hurt. Oh,
For men and women, all I can see is just tentacles of fury just a flapping in the wind.
Yeah. And you can't use the little thingy bingy in this bike shorts to push it away. So you just have to. Oh, it
I
must
just
be
see
so
two little
uncomfortable.
things hanging on either side of a seat.
Well, it's for suction. We can go faster then.
Flapping in the wind.
I'm gonna give you some time to talk to your dad, or if anybody.
How many weeks do we think this is going to take to get
And
through?
I want to go home and see my dogs. And I want to
40
go home.
weeks.
Why you
Like
do that?
Saturday.
I'm sorry. She took care of the dogs. We found someone. I believe the
8
mom.
Saturdays.
They
mentioned
completely
that
ignored
she
her.
was
Listen to
going
that
travel.
though.
So,
She said, "I want an attorney. I want to go
we
home."
got
And they're like, "Oh, what kind of dogs
family-
do you have?" They completely
Yeah.
ignored her. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt it again, but that's
No, no, no.
important for the legal
So-
thing.
Yeah, you need to say, I want to stop this. I invoke my right to have an attorney.
Yeah, but
Like we saw with Montgomery in the last weekend. He said, "I don't want to talk to you." Then he spoke for another 9 minutes, and then he stopped when they brought up Harmony. At that
Yep.
moment, he done fucked up. I better shut up. So even if he was a method actor, he's smarter than this girl, and she seems not like a method actor, more like a Colombian actor.
So they're taken care of. They're in good hands. They're probably actually already there now. Okay, so we took care of those. I know they were seeing they were going back and forth. We seemed to know. Yeah. I know how dogs are. Raw dog lovers here. Our girls, we also have dogs. So that's like
Did
family.
they just say
and,
raw
we-
dog lovers here in the closed caption?
Yeah, raw dog lovers here. Our girls, we also have dogs. So that's like family, and we took care
Real
of
Something
fat
about
dogs.
white
Yeah,
girls.
Raw
yeah.
dog
The female-
lovers.
The female
Raw
officer
dog
or whatever
lovers.
they were stalking my mom and trying to
Yeah,
get
the one that was used.
Thank God.
So they're in good hands.
Thank you. I want to be. I want to. My mom for an hour on the phone, and I want to go sit at the hospital. Am I going to be able to do that?
So for right now, I can't give you an answer. Okay, we just have to go through everything. Because remember, this just happened, so I
Look,
can't
they're
really give you
careful to say that she's free to leave or she's not free to leave, okay? Because that's when those lines I talked about start coming into play. So when in doubt, you ask the police officer, "Am I free to leave?" If you want to go, you say, "Am I free to leave?" And if they say no, you're not free to leave, then you know what kind of situation you're in, and you're like, "All right, well then I'm done talking, and I'm just going to sit here quietly until you either let me go or arrest me or something." But and if they say, "Yeah, you're free to leave," get up and walk out. So
Yeah,
but that's what you need to do.
And again, if the cop says, we can't really tell you right now," it's probably not because they don't know. It's probably because you're going to end up somewhere you don't like to end up. The way he
don't
said
want you.
it, well, it's just happened. We can't really tell you. Again,
Okay.
they want to be your friend until they give you a new bracelet.
But a lot of people, I think, are like, well, if I talk enough, then I'll be able to go home. Right now, if I say absolutely nothing, they're going to lock me up. Doesn't matter. Stay the night in jail. Everybody should spend at least one night in jail, right? Just to get that experience, that life experience. So spend the night in jail if you have to, but I'm not talking.
And again, what I have learned is criminals believe they are smarter than everyone else. And they're really, really sure that they can just tell the story the right way so you believe them. And when they feel, well, it's not going that well for me, then they just keep talking and talking and talking. And people, I really don't get why they believe that they can talk themselves out of it. But again, as I always say, it's not the smartest people who are customers in court.
Well, I also think they've been doing it for years to a bunch of people. And so they think they could do it here too. And excited. It's ridiculous that you have to actually, stop questioning. Remember, the police don't work for you. They work for the state. They work for the feds. They work for the government. They do not work for you. They're not your friends. So they are your enemy, and you need to insist on your rights.
Yeah, but again, they ask, "Are he a lawyer, or is he a lawyer?" And And she said, well, I'm not a kind of my business. And then she went away from it. If she had just kept up and said, I want a lawyer. But again, you have to be a pre-law student on YouTube to know that never talk to the police, always say, I'd like to talk to my lawyer. So, because they, as David just said, they just want to keep you talking. So they would string you along as long as you're not making a definite statement saying, I won't talk anymore. And again,
and that's what we're here doing. We are educating the average Joe excited. And if they don't want to listen to our advice, then that's on them.
Yeah, and again, it's free education. And if I can understand the basic principles of how to interact with police in a different country than my own, people in that country should probably have an idea how to interact with them. I know, even though we don't have any of the fun bang things in Denmark, if I was pulled over when I was over there, I know to keep my hands visible, not trying to get into my pockets or anything, because the police doesn't know that I'm a stupid Dane and is just looking for something in my purse. It's something common knowledge. Everybody should know that you're just you just have to shut up. And so, yeah, and we gotta be pre-law, but a pre-law degree is very easy to get by. It's one of the almost as easy as a realtor. Why is everyone becoming a realtor in the US? I don't understand that. Even the Bella twins, wrestling girls, are realtors. In Denmark, it takes like 7 years to become one.
I would rather do naked burpees in Walmart than become a realtor. It's too much.
Just selling your soul. That's all. A lot of people sell their soul every day.
Now, okay,
but it takes you 3 months in a class or 3 months in a test.
Yeah.
So, and then you can just sell a house.
Yeah.
I mean, selling a house is not like, it's not a complicated thing. I mean, here's a house. It costs X amount. Please give me 3% because I showed you the house.
But they're not the people who making sure you have all the energy certification, so you know how much.
No, that's the title company. The title companies handle a lot of that, all the closing documents, the requirements between the title company and your mortgage broker, whether it be a bank or whatever. They're the ones that do all the heavy lifting. They're the ones with the experience. The realtor is basically like a model in front of a car.
Yeah. They're like
this pretty house.
They set up the appointments pretty much. Like,
they set up the title companies. Actually, so my trial that I'll be streaming tomorrow, the company that I represent is actually a title company. They're the ones that do all the heavy lifting.
Okay, that's what we have in Denmark as realtors then, because they have to make sure that every permit and every whatever things going through it is ready and sent to the one who's want to buy or sell a house. So things are in order, because
I think of a realtor as more of the model in the showroom showing you things, and the salesman that's actually doing the paperwork is like the title company.
Okay,
there you go.
I'm just gonna blow my nose.
If I do, I would be like
2 seconds. I'll be back.
I don't want to do it. I don't want to lie to you. Okay.
Did you just say I won't lie to you?
I want to lie to you. You want to be able to understand everything
that was a lie.
Okay.
Well, his man bun's a lie. She should have already known.
Okay. Having these rights in mind, do you wish to talk to us?
This is where you say no.
Yeah. If I don't, what?
I mean, yeah, it's your choice. It's your right. But at the end of the day, we just want to figure out what happened. Okay? We just want to hear your side of the story and what occurred, so we can piece this together and come to an understanding. Yep.
Yeah, fortunately, we weren't there. You know,
that is my new favorite thing, Dave. I'm gonna get it framed.
It took so long. I don't know what I honestly, it was such a blur. I was on the phone with my mom. I don't know.
Stop talking.
Shut up.
This is why I would like to call my dad and say, can I just do this? Or should I?
Don't call your dad. Call your lawyer.
Because I realize, like, how very serious.
Invoking the right to call your dad is not a thing. Sorry.
My boyfriend's blood, begging him to, like, please not, like, fucking give up on me. Like, man, like, this shit is fucking serious.
You don't have a right to call mommy or daddy. You don't have a right to call your husband. You have a right to call your lawyer.
I mean, I have this happened.
I know. Would I ever call my
The whole
mother?
situation.
Hell
I haven't
no.
talked to anybody who means anything.
No, I understand.
I get calls
No,
all
right now-
Okay, well, you know what?
every day.
What?
But just
I've
you
never
can
been
talk
in
to
this
your
kind
dad.
of situation.
You can talk to your dad, and you can talk to him later. Because
But before I talk to you guys, why can't I talk to him beforehand?
because I would like to understand what's going on.
I know, but like if I say, hey, is it cool if I sign a constitutional right waiver
Because
when my
your
boyfriend
dad-
has
your dad is
like.
not a lawyer.
Yeah, if you're an adult, if you were a
Well,
minor,
he would be the one who would.
If
He
you were
handles
under
my lawyer
18,
too.
if you were under 18,
Wait,
then
her
yeah, I would
boyfriend
provide
is
you a phone
also
call
her lawyer?
to your
Her
father.
dad and
But
boyfriend
you're
are
over
her
18,
lawyers.
so
I don't feel like it.
Oh, my lawyer, the man I
I
just
get
stabbed.
I feel the same way with my parents. So I still go to them too for
Bad
questions
things
that they-
happened to my last legal counsel.
But she didn't feel like she's a grown up, so the rules shouldn't be for her. It's I'm sure it's the 29th Amendment.
Yeah.
If you're an OnlyFans model and don't feel like an adult, you can't be tried like an adult.
Jimmy, are you still laughing at the picture I sent you?
Did we get
Apparently
Wishbone
she-
as a lawyer? Because
She got a dog lawyer. I emailed to her. Are you still laughing at that?
I'm gonna put it in here. I'm gonna print it off. Oh my god, that was great, Dave.
Well, Dave, it's kind of hard to say an average price, and the one I'm looking at is it can't be right because it says it's like $3,000, and I know I live in a. Oh, I have to use my.
But that's like 30,000 US. 3,000 Danish crown.
No, it's $3,000. I live in this small island, and if you need a pretty okay house down here, you start about 1.5 Danish, so that's like 300 American, 300,000 American, but again, we have different ways to. I live in a co-op where we buy parts of the co-op for the house, so I only paid like 100,000, and
Dave, he lives in a condominium association.
Yeah, whatever you call it, but then I have to pay rent instead of paying a mortgage, and but the most houses we have here down here, it's around 2 million Danish if you want a good house, and if you want to buy a house down by the water, then it's around 4 million Danish. So and
actually, it sounds more like a co-op that you live in.
It's probably something like that. It's but again, if you want to buy anything in Copenhagen, a broom closet costs as much as it's just crazy. It's like buying something in New York or something like that. My daughter was looking at a house with her boyfriend, and they could, I don't know. We don't use square feet. We use kvadratmeter because we use real numbers, not the crazy American numbers. But it's a pretty big house, and they would be paying, I think, just around $1.2 million, to 1.2 million Danish, and as my sister-in-law said, well, we're just paying more on the mortgage. We're not rich. Our house is just very expensive, and our mortgage is just big. So it's hard to say an average price. It's everywhere you want to live. You can buy very cheap houses some places, and then it's more expensive in the nice parts, like the town I live in. Good morning, Murph's Turf. Oh yeah, the coup in Moscow. That's interesting stuff too.
But does it have boobs? And I think we answer the importance of this particular chat.
Yeah. Dealt with in the past.
Okay. My dad handles I'm so freaking out right now a little bit. Like I wanted to go to the hospital and I want to just call my fucking mom. And I know that I do not get that, right? I know it. But here's the thing, is that this is constitutional rights waiver. My dad handles my lawyer. I'm not going to take a court-appointed lawyer. My dad handles my lawyer. I would not be calling my lawyer. So my dad is the first person that I call, if that makes sense. I've never been in a situation like this where somebody's in a hospital. I've never been in this kind of situation. That's why, like, I don't want to do anything wrong. You know?
You throw haymakers a lot for someone who isn't expecting to get in this
It's your decision
situation.
at the end of the day. But
What happens if not?
Just to go back to it, the average price per 10.76 square feet is $3,000 in Denmark.
And
If that
that's
helps anything.
something American, I'm sure.
That's it. We don't talk about what happened to him.
Well, I have to do
Oh,
both
don't
math.
forget your cake
Oh,
over
yeah,
the guy. I was like, the thing with the thing.
yeah. And I deleted my Mobox, so I had that on one time. But around $3,000 per 10 square feet. So
Okay.
I don't know how, but I have to do math and translation and put things in stupid things because you don't want to use the right clocks, the right way to measure things, and the right ways to weigh things. Be better, America.
We just have to take the stories that we've been told from the people next door and previous situations and try and narrow it down to what happened today.
Her HOA hated the
You get a
hell
much
out of
better
her.
picture, a much better idea coming from you.
No, he hasn't been pronounced dead yet. They're still
no better
monitoring
story
him.
to get than yours. So which is why we prepare for you. But like you said, it's your decision if you want to or not. But for us to obviously proceed and make a better decision for all of us, it's
Okay.
your story. You were there.
My boyfriend is not dead, is he?
Well, he can't talk to us right now. You're away from the hospital.
Jack is just homicide.
Yeah. So I
It's like the Dexter vibe. All
I
of these
believe they
things are
explained
like.
to you on scene. It's Sunday. So Sunday domestic violence scenes don't work. So we handle their calls anytime we get into the domestic violence calls. We handle it for them. And so that's why we.
See,
If it
notice how
sounds
the
like a
police won't
lie.
answer your question, people. They don't have to.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
they're
not dead, is
lying.
he? Well, domestic doesn't work Sundays.
Yeah, we're just the homicide squad for funsies.
Yeah. We do overtime and weekends. We like it.
They will lie, and then get mad at you if you do it to them.
It's
Yeah.
a different thing.
But if you say absolutely nothing, you're not lying, right? So that's why you shut up.
And again, if they start to not really answer what happens if you won't sign, then probably it's a good thing to not sign it. I don't know. What do I know? I'm pre-law.
But everything she's saying right now will be used against her. The fact that she's arguing, the fact that she's asking questions, the fact that she's asking for her dad, all this stuff is going to be used against her. The fact that she's crying on camera is going to be used. Oh, that's a fake cry. Everything is going to be used against you. It's not like, oh, this is just a casual conversation that they can't use. They're going to use it against her.
Yeah, sure. But again, they don't tell her that. So
Why no? I'm telling the audience that.
She's freaking out. So really, should anything she says be used against her if she is freaking out?
Yep.
Yeah, and she's a woman, and she just needs her dog and dad. I think they're way too hard with her. She only threw the knife.
And it went in like 4 inches. She threw it, and it went in 4 inches. She's like in a Quentin Tarantino movie.
Yeah.
I know.
Like I said earlier, she should be teaching in the military.
Is there a chance I'm going to go home tonight?
I don't have a definite answer for you.
Okay, well, I'll just.
He's not pronounced dead yet.
I need a.
In this room, they're monitoring him. They said about 10 minutes ago, or 2 hours ago, before we start getting off track.
So let's start from the start. You guys will take out your dogs to the park, right? And then what happens after that?
Like I said, a little bit blur.
Yeah.
I was doing laundry
Mhm.
and watching a Christina Randall or listening to a Christina Randall video, and tried to call my mom. She didn't answer the first time, and then he came back with a Subway sandwich. Before he left, he recited exactly what I wanted. And I said, let me, I'll text what I want to you. And he said, I know what you want. I said, no, you don't. He recited it to me before he left, and he got it perfectly right.
Okay.
And then he left. I guess he went to go bike over there. That's just what he said. I don't know if he walked or biked, but he told me he's going to bike first.
Like a bicycle?
Yeah.
Okay.
He came back. And I said something about like, oh, are you gonna like reshare your location with me? Like, did you want to share it? And he said, yeah, I shared it. And I was like, oh, when did you do that? And he goes, the other day, like when you were done with me. And I was like, okay, well, fair enough. Like reshare it. And then he told, it kind of like turned into like a little like argument or something. And then he told me to reshare
A little
mine, and I was like,
argument?
okay,
No.
yeah, I will.
Not
And then I
talking.
didn't do it immediately. He asked me about it again. And I don't know what I was thinking, but said something about, well, what if I'm somewhere you don't want me to be?
Okay.
Which I wouldn't have been. I love him. But it's like, maybe you don't want to know where I am. I guess maybe they'll just like hurt him because he was pressing me. And he ended up pinning me against the wall. And then, I said like choking me on the floor. It's just like, they were looking at my neck and I was like, I'm not saying like choking me like, whatever. But he had my like neck, like, and this happened.
No, Chad, I won't be saying that she probably been choked before in a different situation. Your dirty mind shouldn't be thinking about that.
Twice before,
Okay.
where I couldn't breathe and I was on the floor.
Yeah.
I could not breathe. And I don't think that he is trying to kill me, but I was scared. And all 3 times I have been scared.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm on the floor. And he had me pinned
Mm-hmm.
and lets me up. I'm on the, get my mom on the phone. And I'm just trying to really remember. I get my mom on the phone. And I remember she was sitting like against the couch. Like we were obviously it was a big deal at this point.
Mhm.
So this happened like over by the door and somehow moved like over into the living room. He was standing by the couch, gives me going to the kitchen, and I was in the kitchen. And then he just like I could see like all the whites in his eyes, and he was like coming at me. And so I grabbed.
I won't be
I
playing
grabbed
that
one of
today
the
because
knives
this
from my
is
professional
already
friend.
taking far too
And I was
long.
like, I swear to God. I swear to God.
Well, at
Yeah,
least she's swearing to God.
I would be like, don't come anywhere closer to me. Because earlier, there was having 2 other times I couldn't fucking breathe. I'm sorry. I couldn't breathe. And it's very scary. And I just think just like the other thing we were saying, like, do you know if he's okay? If he's choking me and he's angry enough, he might this is different, I think. But if he's like choking me or like pinning me or something and I can't breathe, he might go too long.
Heifer just
So I
consent
grab
or
I grab
confessed to
my
being
knife
choked
and I
at
said, don't
other
come anywhere
times.
closer to me.
Come again, Mo, because
I
couldn't
said
hear you.
she just confessed to being choked other times. She's like, well, other times.
Not like, yeah. This was different.
But you notice she says, if I was being choked, if this, if that, if that. She's not saying that that's what happened.
Well, she said she
Which
couldn't
is-
breathe, and what if he went too far?
Mm-hmm.
And-
Yeah, she's it's bad things to say.
It's not the most intelligent thing to say. And just during these 3 minutes, she started out leaning back, covering up, and now the boobies are flying all over the place again.
Well, that's because she's
Right
being
back.
open and honest. Look, her shoulders are back, her boobies are out. She is just being open and honest.
Mm-hmm.
My behavior analysis.
Yeah.
Boobs out, honesty.
Yeah, and the way she held the knife contra what she said she did with the knife, it's as I said in the beginning of the stream, if she is that good with a knife, she needs to be teaching the not the Space Marines, but the Navy SEALs, because she can kill from a very long distance with a small knife.
Yeah.
She's a dagger thrower. I mean, wow.
Fucking
Yeah,
ninja.
and she's very open in her body language.
She swears to God too. I mean, which she's like super awesome and super honest. She's for cereal.
Mhm.
And I'm not sure, but all the times God has been invoked in rooms like that, a Catholic priest should just be standing outside with the holy water because the smell of sulfur is going to be very high.
That's why you find Jesus in jail. The only time we pray consistently is when we're in trouble.
And those boobs have gotten her out of more trouble than ever. And again, when are you going to share your location with me? When are you going to share it with me? Maybe never, because I would be somewhere you didn't want me to be. You started.
Listen,
Why should
women,
he share his with you? It's
women.
She
like
was the one that thought he was cheating on her. That
she was
like
the
whole
one cheating
argument.
on him.
well, there's the argument where she calls him a man of African ascent in a not nice way. Because he said hello to her girlfriend while riding past her on a bike. So she seems like a very, very stable person.
Yeah, very. She's very secure, definitely.
Absolutely no intention of using it. I'm on the phone with my mom, and he's coming at me like he's gonna grab either the phone or like the knife or something. And so I was just like, I was like, don't come any closer. It's coming at me, and I threw it. And I meant for it to go.
How far away was he?
So, well, I was by my fridge, and he was like by the edge of one of the chairs of the sofa.
Okay.
Like
Comparing to what
10
he,
feet. I'm trying to think in my head. I'm trying to make the.
was he closer than I am?
What is this further?
Or like what, like the length of his neck?
No, further than that.
enough?
Oh well, if I said, yeah, you're right.
It was like a
It's
3-yard
definitely further than that.
javelin toss
The
of
recent
knife.
photo looks a lot smaller than it is.
Was the
She said
dagger
10 feet, that's 3 meters in real numbers. That's pretty long. It's around the height of a basketball hoop. If you can throw a small knife.
Throwing daggers are perfectly balanced, have a good handle, and you're trained to do them. She's saying she did this with a paring knife from her butcher block, madam.
It wasn't intentionally. It wasn't intentionally. So you just have to remember that. And she mustn't drink like some other people. So again, and I like that the kimono just accidentally pops to the side all the time when she's explaining anything.
I really want a kimono now. Which is
Yeah, some of us have to fight for the real numbers. Americans, they won one war and think they can decide what they want to do. British, get it together. Go back and claim your colonies.
It was further than that.
Okay. So then you
and
were by
I
the
got
fridge and he
hit.
was by the couch? You were by the fridge and he was by the couch?
Yes, I was between. I
And
was
then-
in front of the fridge. He was by the couch.
Yes. And then
Behind my island.
then what kind of movements did he make that he at the moment? He was gonna
Started
walk up,
running at me.
running? Okay.
Well, charging, aggressively walking, something.
What was he doing? Like, was he doing something with his hands or
Then he had his hands up. I couldn't tell you exactly.
was he yelling at you at the time?
Yes.
Yeah. What was he saying?
Well, I'm supposed to go. I put my hand up, so I really need to like. So. Yeah, like I remember one of the things, but I don't think it's relevant.
No, go ahead, tell me. It might be relevant. It might help me understand this a little more.
He said, why don't you go find one of the fucking guys in G-Wagons? Because I said something about that when I broke up with him like a week ago. Out of anger. I didn't say it because I want that, because I love him.
Uh-huh.
But it was just one of the things that you said.
Was that at the moment that he was charging you or earlier in one of the arguments?
Ladies, what's a man in a G-Wagon? It's
What'd you say?
what's a man in a G-Wagon? She was going to look for a man in a G-Wagon. Good morning, Farrell.
G-Wagon?
That must be something the rich guys drive in
I
We-
think it's some kind of
Yeah, I don't
expensive
know what it
SUV.
is, but I hear it a lot with the.
I
Yeah,
hear it a lot on my big fabulous
because I've heard people
16-year-old
be like, "I want a
birthday.
G-Wagon," and I'm like, I think they're ugly.
Dave, she's not wearing some kind of bathing suit. She's wearing pajama bottoms. Is it kind of a sports bra maybe, and a kimono, as you do when you are going stabby stab. It's a good murdering suit. The boobies
Hmm?
get to breathe and doesn't get in the way.
You want to be comfortable and have free range of motion.
Yeah.
So, like, oh my god.
I'm not sure it's a Jeep. Isn't a G-Wagon? That's a Mercedes, because we had some G-Wagons in the Danish military. It was a S-ride to ride in, and it couldn't go very fast. But I think it's a utility, isn't it called a utility vehicle or something like that, that can go off road?
Oh,
So, but I think
Matt
that they
says it's a
upgraded it.
Mercedes.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
the Jeep Wagoneer, my sister has one of those, and that's not what it is.
So yeah, it's a Mercedes. We used them in the Danish military as our Jeeps, and I hated driving in them. They were slow and old, just like me. No, but I know you went to bed 3 hours before I was starting, and I told you 4 hours before that we had a date. So it's good that we got this far off track, so you had time to show up. That is not angry. That is just disappointed.
It was before he choked me. It was before he choked me. Or whatever.
So he gets.
So no, not right then. I couldn't tell you exactly what he said right then.
So
But I swear to God, I was scared. I mean, after like what I was scared, and I was on the phone with my mom, and it was still happening.
Yeah.
I was scared.
Well,
you
I'm
told me that he
not
had your
guilty.
Yeah, she was scared, and she called her mom. That's, again, you can't try her as an adult. She called her mom, and it's, as I get it, while she flung the knife at him, she was on the phone with her mom. Did I get that part correctly, or did I misunderstand
Yes.
something? Yeah. So if she was on, because she
Yeah,
said she
because I
could
think
see
she was
her
on the phone
mom.
with her mom when he came home.
Yeah, but I'm not sure I believe her.
the wall at one point, right? With the hands over your neck.
Mhm.
And
Well, stupid. Yeah, I know there's the 911 call. We haven't looked into that, but now she's saying she was on the phone with her mom when he attacked her, allegedly. So that doesn't really add up with the 911 call where she called her mom and talked for a long time when before and while he was on the floor asking her for help. And in the 911 call, you can hear him in the background complaining he's getting cold. So yeah, I don't know how much of course I trust her. Allegedly killed her boyfriend.
how did you end up from the wall to the ground?
Let me go.
Uh-huh.
Let me go. And then I started swinging on him because I've been against the wall.
Okay.
I started trying to hit him.
Yeah.
And then he put me on the ground.
He dropped you to the ground. What did he do? Did he lift you up, or did he grab your hair? Did he just kind of rotate you onto the ground?
I really couldn't even tell you.
He pushed you.
If I could have been given all these questions, before, I could be like, let me think about it. Or when I'm trying to remember a whole situation of where I was very upset about something,
Yeah.
which I've learned this in therapy and whatever. It's write down all the details so you don't forget. Just write it all out clearly so it
Are
makes
we
sense to you and makes sense to
Sure that
somebody
she
else.
can write?
But I haven't had a chance to have a pen and paper or my phone to write down exactly what happened, and I haven't even fully thought about it. So honestly, my answer is I couldn't.
Baker, you know what's weird not being on my own stream is I keep
So
wanting to
he has
click
you
on
the ground. You end
comments.
up on the ground,
Yeah.
and he has his hands over your
I have the
head.
same inclination when I'm on other
Yep.
people's. I would like if we could start something.
And then was he saying something to you at
So
the time
people could
when
say,
he's
"Oh,
on the ground?
they want it
on
brought
top
up."
of you,
He was saying something like gritting his teeth. I don't remember what it was.
Like what?
He was saying something like gritting his teeth, with the whites of his eyes,
okay.
but I don't remember what it was.
Okay.
I love the
and then
captions.
he at one point he stops, right? Sorry. And what, you get up, you go to the bedroom, or what do you do?
I get my phone from the kitchen. I got my phone from the kitchen. I called my mom. I was talking to her, and then he was following me around the apartment and acting like I mean, just like after. I'm not. I mean, we shouldn't be together.
You guys have a history of domestic violence?
Yeah,
You say you've been together how long, sir?
almost 2 years.
Almost 2
You're
years.
not 2 years.
So how many incidents you think you've had?
I don't know, but we shouldn't be together.
We say one or two, or just too many to?
Oh my God. Oh my God. I haven't touched my ankle. It's like wet blood. Like I just want to take a shower, God. Okay. No. We can.
I'll get
I'm not trying to interrupt the.
No. You keep on.
This is absolutely the most insane shit that I think I've ever been involved in.
I think anybody that
No,
goes through this
without
would
a
be
doubt.
just insane.
What'd you say?
I think that if anybody goes through this type of situation, it would be pretty insane.
That shock disappeared very fast.
You said
Well, have you
domestic violence.
made a report before?
No.
You've never made a report?
Oh, I did.
I know,
I
she's
did in
like
Dallas,
so
actually,
up and
about a
down.
year ago. And he was.
She said in the beginning she wasn't on drugs, but do we believe her with that acting, or is there something mentally?
Oh no, because
Wrong with
she's
her?
known, or she does cocaine. It's been said.
No. She said in the beginning, no drugs. So
Of
she can't do
course.
cocaine.
Why would she admit to that?
Yeah, it's like Sarah Boone. She didn't drink. So again,
Mhm.
it's I don't believe you, Jamie. You're just a hateful person.
Yeah, it's all hard work and an honest diet and several bumps of nose clams once in a while.
Yeah, just some nose clams. It's no big deal.
It's just the way she. Oh, my ankle. Oh, what did you say? It's just how can
Oh,
you
I'm
go?
sorry. Yeah.
How can you switch so fast between those two? If I found out my girlfriend's blood was on my ankle again, I would be, oh my God, how did that happen? I thought she was in the wood. But again, don't listen to me. But I would be more surprised. I wouldn't be going back to talking about, well, we shouldn't be together. 2 minutes ago, they should be together forever because she loved him.
And they were going to get another dog, and they were going to name it Cletus or something. I don't know.
Yeah, because it was.
I made it up.
And put it through law school.
Yeah.
All right. We're a whole 55 minutes in. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
What happened there?
You have too much structure in your
Robbie, like it wasn't like a big deal, and they made it a huge deal.
You don't.
And he ended up getting taken to hospital or jail or something.
Yeah.
Hospital or jail.
I don't think it was necessary, but he had been.
Again, I know, David. We're stopping.
Oh no, I don't care. I was just.
Yeah, but it's a Baker stream. It's a
Baker stream. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, my mother called, and she can't find me on any streams, and so I was saying, well, I was on Baker, or I'm on Baker now. You should go check out Ozzy from last night, and I'm going to be on there again.
She's trying to find you.
She's trying to find me because she knows I'm streaming. She's like, "Where are you
Oh my
streaming?"
God.
Why you're not sharing? Like she want her boyfriend to share her. I guess it's on Snapchat or whatever. But again, I went to hospital or jail. I have seen the video. You were in a casino
They
jail.
share their
lady.
location on their phone. Yeah.
But again, I'm not sure she's as smart as she believes she is.
And then also, I've been arrested for it as well in Vegas in August. So he and I each had one.
Okay. What happened in Vegas?
We just had an argument in the hotel room, and
he refused to let me beat the crap out of him.
I guess. made him arrest me was that I said I had thrown a glass at him.
Oh.
Like a glass of like a drink.
Well,
Which I
isn't
think
that
until
blowing
that point it
Amber
was like
Heard on
fine,
him?
I guess. Like I didn't, whatever. But they asked like, yo, did you throw something at him? Because I guess they want to say that you throw it at him, and I said, see, yes, I did. Because what's really like I guess it's whatever. So yeah, they went up and they said, I guess they asked me about it, and I said yes, and they said okay, well, that's DV or battery or something, not assault or something like that. And so I got arrested, and I was held for 12 hours.
It's always
That
good to
wasn't
talk
fun.
about your past crimes.
Yeah, those are the two.
Okay.
Yeah, show
I
propensity
don't know
for
what the
violence.
incident for him was like.
And again, I threw a glass at him. Like I said, and then she just start smiling. I said, "Be relaxed." And
I tried to murder him. LOL.
yeah, and I'm
I'm
not an
doing this
adult.
relationship thing wrong because I've been with Mr. Mo almost 13 years and I've not thrown one damn thing at him. Courtney, tell me more how I'm supposed to do this.
Yeah. How do I make it look like it was an accident? The knife was thrown from 10 feet away. That's She got a pretty good aim.
About how many incidents have you guys had here, ma'am, since January?
How many inches have you guys
Like
had?
how many times has the police been called to your apartment, or you called the police since January?
Okay. Police have been called once because I called them because my boyfriend was threatening suicide.
Okay.
I'm sure they're records of that or whatever.
Sorry,
was he?
I just saw the.
I
closed
don't
caption.
remember exactly what the
My
situation
boyfriend was
but
pregnant.
he was he had taken a knife.
I know the
grabbed
closed
it in front of my
captions are
face,
hilarious.
and then I got scared, and he was kind of waving it at me, but it wasn't for me. And then he took it into the extra room and slammed the door. And he has a history of self-harm, so I was kind of just like, okay, well, let me go in there and chase him, regardless of whether or not what's going on. And I tried to open the door, and he wouldn't open the door. So I got really scared that he was doing something in there that I couldn't control, so I called the cops. And he wasn't very happy with me about that, but I was really scared.
Did he say anything that he was going to do to himself, or?
And he's threatened it many times.
For
but,
science, we need to all get sharp things and try to throw them at him to see how it works.
So that's what
just like throwing an iPhone around, just sitting there.
Okay, and then this, I mean, the police were called because of us, actually because of us.
Man,
twice.
you just
I mean, if I'm being correct,
your
it
road
was
to
that
open
time.
it again.
She just pulled her rope together, and she hadn't even put her hand down, and the boobies were out in full force again.
Well,
I
but
love
she
this
looked
woman.
down like she wasn't aware that she had boobs and was like, oh, those are popping out. Okay, well, then, you know what, ma'am? Use it if you have it. Just, Also, I want your robe.
That's cute.
Yeah, I like those boobs. I mean, that robe was nice. But again, it's 2 seconds of covering up, and then it's just a boob parade again. Not that I'm complaining, but again,
Baker's like, we are here for seriousness.
She does look a little thick,
and then
though, in
this time when it was obvious.
Sorry?
She looks a little like top heavy, like above the chesticles.
Yeah, she has the common Instagram OnlyFans look.
Yeah, she does.
The bolted on hand bolts and a small waist. It looks good on cam.
If you say so.
She just doesn't have supportive bra on. She's got they're exposed to gravity.
Yeah, and yeah, having big fun bags is hard, but she must know everything about it because she paid a lot of money for those fun bags. So
yeah,
please tell me your dad didn't go in.
You've seen the pictures. What do you think?
I don't know. Until you feel them.
They are phony, for sure.
Yeah,
I'm Googling.
It doesn't look real.
Shockingly,
Google
I
her
have
back
not
in the day.
paid
I think she talked about it too.
I was
oh
about
my
to say,
god!
I haven't paid
Don't
attention
Google
to her
it.
boobs.
What?
I accidentally had image search on when I Googled it.
I would also like to state to the officer with the man bunlet, sir, I can tell you're bald. I can see the bald head shining through. That is 10 strands of hair trying to do a hell of a lot of work.
You're talking about. You just don't like the man bun, do you? You're all hating it.
Oh, I think it's
I don't
stupid.
like-
And he doesn't, it's not even like,
It's not glorious and beautiful. It is like woman got up off of like hungover and didn't even try. And if you're going to be a man, you're going to have a man bun. It needs to be glorious or else.
Yeah, like slick it back. He's got like all these little baby hairs hanging out. It just looks stupid.
Yeah. See, Jamie.
I'm in a
I know.
veterans club for old sailors. We have one. His hair is pulled from back here, and he has the nicest comb over all the way from the back hair.
Mm.
And sometimes it could happen that we have a drink or two, and when he starts getting a bit drunk, he's an old guy. This hair is just it's like a former president's hair, and it's just it's amazing to watch. But he can have it pulled from all the way back from the collar line and then all the way up and across. It's an amazing job.
Just let your hair do what it does, man.
Yeah. And sometimes you
March
just have
ever
to accept.
onward to your back.
And again, if the hair doesn't want to stay, just let it go. You can't save it by combing over the 4 strands being that's back.
It's absolutely necessary.
Okay.
I'm the one who called 911. Because I was literally asking him, what is our address? What is our address? Because I could not think straight. Baby, what is our address? Okay, yeah, so yeah, it was today. Okay, so it was that one. But the cops have been up there one other time yesterday for
One other time just yesterday.
absolutely none. They harassed not the police, but security guards from the office, like young security guards.
Okay.
Came up for no reason. Bothered him, bothered me. I was about to go to the pool. I said, they said, do you want us to keep him out of here? And I said, I mean, yeah, but y'all have been letting him up all week when he hasn't had a key.
Yeah.
But I mean, no. Do you want us to call the cops? No, it's fine. Like I didn't want him to get arrested. Like there's no reason for that. And so whatever. So
She's
I said, no.
the victim. He assaulted her.
He, I guess he just wanted
She's
to
setting
call
that
the police
pattern
or
up
something
right now.
because right after that he goes, well, we saw you shove him, which he was referring to downstairs in the elevator. My boyfriend had followed me into the elevator, and I didn't want him to come in. So I go, stop following me, and I did this, and we were like, I mean, Christian will attest to a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Nope.
But that just didn't happen. So it was like he moved from Christian to me. It seemed like he just wanted to cause trouble.
Yeah.
So the police were involved.
He wasn't stabbed. She threw a knife at him after he had been choking her, and she was on the phone with her mom, and there was at least 10 feet apart, and then she threw a knife, and because he used to choke her, and maybe this time he could maybe be choking her again.
Yeah, but it
And
went 4 inches
the-
into his chest.
Yeah, she has a very great knife throwing skills. 4 inches into the chest from 10 feet away. So she got him right. I think she got him right in the heart,
Yeah,
or close
it
to
was
the heart.
bad.
So because he died pretty quickly, and you can hear it on the tapes that at some point we will be playing when we get. We're an hour in. We've been streaming for almost 2.5 hours, so we won't be finishing today. But Jamie needs something to do next weekend too. So
That's right.
and next weekend I might have a little puppy dog. So I know Jamie will be
Ooh.
great for that.
Is he gonna put him in a suit and Jamie will be all about it?
Fuck you.
I'm gonna take this opportunity to jump off. I got Jody Arias starting in about an hour and a half, but I told Ozzy I'd jump back on his stream for a minute, so I'm gonna do that real quick. And then Nicholas and I will be doing Jody in about an hour and a half. So
Yeah, thank you for showing up, and remember to go watch David and Nicholas in. And Nicholas
I'm
is
behind Farrell right now, but you can find me.
Take
Just look for Feral Housewife and she'll lead you to me.
Yeah.
the chat down. So David can grab.
That's fine. He likes it better this way. Oh, there you go. All right. Thanks again, Baker, Mo, Jamie, everyone in chat. I will see you guys maybe at Jody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and remember tonight Will you be on with Nicholas's celebration tonight?
Probably.
Yeah,
I
Nicholas
am
is going to
planning
be eating something pickled again tonight and drinking beer, I
I
believe.
might not
so,
be eating anything pickled tonight, but I might be on the stream. I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see if he sends me a link. He might have already, and I just didn't see it.
try looking in your Twitter.
I will
because
just
he
be
said
drinking and pickling my liver.
There we go. All right.
Nicholas will probably eat that too. Sweets are kind of strange.
Yes, just as much as Danes. By the way, if you want to know how strange Danish people are, watch one of their movies. You guys have weird movies.
Which movies? We have very famous. We made a Nordic noir. It's a very special genre. And then we made the one with the people playing disabled, living in a commune, doing all the smacks.
Every one of your movies is centered around sex. It
Not all
doesn't
of
matter
them.
what the plot is. That is the plot, or like it's all centered around that. And it's like
Which-
weird stuff too. It's not just normal.
Which country was the first to release the clown? It was Denmark. We like it. So
To
that's
be fair, we have movies like Tank Girl over here and
Tank
Ernest
Girl.
Scared
I forgot
Stupid.
Tank Girl. Oh my God, Mo, you are.
with the kangaroo people. I don't know why you said Aussie, and all I could think was kangaroo people. Tank Girl, which is terrible.
You guys enjoy the rest of this lovely lady's chesticles, and I will see you over at Jody Arias for hers.
it's not her chesticles. It's yeah.
It's her
See you later.
everythingables.
I see.
Yesterday when there shouldn't have been. And I think there was like one or two times where I don't think the police were called, but maybe security. When, well, if you're talking about police, that's definitely the only time. Sorry. Security have been called for sure.
Because of arguments, or
Mhm.
and what do you guys usually argue about, or is it always a different issue?
I don't even know.
You know,
I mean, no, kind of push, but I don't even know.
do you mind telling us about those arguments, or no?
I don't think there's a point. I cannot
mean,
remember everything, so I don't want to remember part of it.
Would you say it's Genesee related?
For sure, for some of it, yeah.
So you think you can tell us the story one more time, just so I can make sure that I didn't miss anything?
Didn't you write everything down?
No, he's writing it down.
Hey, actually,
But I
she's
just wanna-
smart
I just
there.
wanna make
She's
sure
like,
that you can
sir,
explain
weren't you
something more
taking
time
notes? I was
Yeah.
talking.
Okay, well, I'm
She was both
let's see how
entitled and
I
smart.
Yeah, she's
Okay.
all the
Wow.
things.
You went to go get me Subway. Wake up.
Wait a minute. Do we have
Broken
another
up.
Jesse
I broke up with
Smollett
him.
thing that this started with a Subway sandwich order?
Well, yeah, he went to go
Yeah.
get Subway. He wasn't sharing his location. She was pissed off because she thought he was cheating. And that's what started the whole argument when he came back.
Yeah, and again, he got my order right this time. I said, let me text it to you. It's just she's all the entitlement in the world.
Mhm.
I mean, I'm a picky eater, and it is not worth the money for me to go to Subway because I'm so picky.
Yeah,
And they
it's
don't use
just-
real roast beef. Ugh.
She couldn't get anything better than Subway with her OnlyFans money. I mean, come on.
I know. I mean, at least Jimmy John's. I
Yeah.
mean, Quiznos. I feel like
Jersey Mike's. I mean, there's so many better ones.
we just had it's called Sunset in not anything stealing anything from Subway, but it's in Denmark. It's called Sunset, and we just had one in our town. It was a big deal. Now we both have a McDonald's and a sandwich place, so we are becoming a
Ooh.
big
Oh,
town.
wow.
Yeah, that's pretty wild for Denmark. 2 fast food places.
Wow.
We have tons of pizzerias. That's our fast food. There's
okay,
nothing better
what do you
than
put on your pizzas traditionally, though? Because I've heard like sweet corn and
I like some sweet corn. If I'm making it at home, I probably have some sweet corn on. But My go-to is what's called a kebab pizza. It's where I put salad and dressing and kebab on the.
Salad
Yeah, you have a
on a pizza.
you bake it and then you put salad on top of it and kebab and
I'm
then
taking your pizza places away from you. You know?
and then and I like a piece of meat lover special where there's all the meats on it, and
Okay.
the Hawaii
Okay.
pizza isn't really a thing here, and we don't have those strange like Nicholas talked about with the banana. I haven't seen that in Denmark.
Banana on a pizza?
Banana
Yeah.
peppers, maybe.
No, banana and I think some curry and chicken and stuff. So it's like an Indian meat. I don't know where bananas are from, but
Listen, I
believe-
have the palate of a 12-year-old. If it's not cheese or pepperoni, I'm like,
yeah. But no, that's we have a lot of Middle Eastern people have pizzerias in Denmark. That's the go-to fast food, and then we eat a lot of hot dogs and stuff like that. But
yeah, I'm just
we
a
don't-
meat. I like meat on my pizza. That's it.
we don't really eat. Of course, we have Burger King and Carl's Jr. and stuff like that, but we really that's not enough food. We are big eating people, so a lot of people like to go to what's known as a grill bar, and it's
ooh.
where you get French fries and stuff like that. It's it's pretty
Okay.
good.
Do you put vinegar on your French fries? Because we could be best friends.
No, because I'm a normal person. I'm not British.
Do you use mayonnaise on your French fries? Because that's
We got something called pommes frites sauce. It's kind of like a mayonnaise and some. I'm not. It's maybe it's a bit of vinegar. It's a little zesty mayonnaise thing. That's
I love
called.
that. I'm like your culture. And do you have candy bars and French fries? What do you do?
That's so...
Our first candy bar was named a Yankee bar because they had tried the Mars bar when the American soldiers was here in the Second World War. So it was a Yankee bar.
A Yankee bar.
Yeah, that's a pretty good one. Kind of like a switch between a Milky Way and a Mars bar. So that's pretty good. But
Mo may or may not be taking an entire empty suitcase when she goes on, her European tour. Ma'am, what's the empty suitcase for? All the candy bars. Now be quiet.
Yeah. Don't ask me. But
it's not like I'm smuggling coke.
We in Denmark you got a lot of licorice. Licorice is everything.
I love like Twizzlers.
No, salt licorice, black licorice.
Like yeah, like I'm not an anise person, so
never mind.
So, but I'm not the biggest fan of that. We had a whole culinary movement where they tried to put it in everything, and it was just I hated it. But licorice shots are pretty good. So you win some, you lose some.
About a week ago, my mom came into town. She was in town because of it, and I told her like, anyway, she came into town because of this.
Yeah, that's the normal stuff you get with your fries. That's ketchup, mayo, and then remoulade. That's a special Danish thing where you chop up some things and put it into a kind of delicious yellow thing. It tastes better than I can. It's like pickled.
Okay, so it's like chopped up pickled vegetables.
Yeah.
Like
it's some kind of sauce, so it's like a mayo, but with small chunks of heavenly delights in it. It's the best, but Denmark is the only country I believe that has that. But we're sane people. We don't pickle anything. Remoulade. It's very easy. It's one of the words you can try to make English people say because you can't pronounce it. And if Mads was trying to pronounce it, he would probably use the D. I don't use the D because where I live, we don't use Ds. Lady does, but not me.
Oh.
She was there for about 6 days. My boyfriend was freaking squatting in my elevator, like little room. But I didn't want to kick him out because he said he wanted to go see me. I'm like, okay. I eventually felt like, okay, I got the center control. You can go home. Then she goes home. That crap with the security guard who I guess just had an agenda. That happened yesterday. Or was it the day before yesterday? Honestly, I really don't. I'm kidding. It was the day before yesterday. So
Which security guard is this? Do you know his name?
I don't remember his name. I could point him out in the lineup in 1 second. So after that fact, I was like, wow, you just tried to cause a problem for no reason. I thought it was fun. I was like, why are you doing this? Like, just because, like I said, that we're over, blah, blah. And he was trying to talk to me, and I just didn't want to talk to him. I really let him have it over the phone. And I let him come back and spend the night, and then he explained the whole thing, and I was like, oh my gosh. He said my 2 nights, yeah. He explained the whole thing, and I was like, okay, you know what? Let's agree. We will never, like, touch each other again out of anger, and he will never gaslight me again. Those were the 2, like, main things. And
We will never touch each other.
Gaslighting.
The gaslighting thing is such a term everybody uses nowadays, and it's not even correct half the time.
That and narcissist.
And again, we won't touch each other, and he won't gaslight me. Does that sound like he was usually gaslighting and beating her, or does it sound like she was beating him a hell of a lot and then claiming he was gaslighting her?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's just me that got that impression, because it feels like I'm not sure he's been hitting her that much.
No.
And that's like Thierry said, the buzzwords. Narcissist. He's a narcissist. He's a gaslighting me. He's like gaslighting. People use that so
My favorite
often.
thing is when chicks like this are like, I'm an empath. I just feel things so deeply. I'm like, heifer, we are a social creature. We evolved to be social creatures. You, in fact, have to have some kind of baseline empathy to work in our world. You are not special. Go sit down now, sweetie.
Yeah, and again, life on easy mode is to be a woman, because it's always you that is the victim. And most of the time, people believe it, because if you see a girl beating up a guy, you're just laughing, saying, huh, I can't say pussy, but some would call him that.
Yeah.
And if you see a man beating up a guy, you start running and start beating him. And she has been like this her whole life. You can just tell that this woman, she's been blaming every guy to run out on her, probably because she ran out on a few guys, and blaming them for everything in her life. She has never taken responsibility of anything. It's probably time to fill her up, because I know some people just need a little killing. So what's wrong with you, young men? Who hurt you? This is
what? Mashed potatoes on pizza.
This is worse than stabbing your boyfriend in my world.
All right, I will say, when I was pregnant with my first daughter, I ate pizza with steak sauce, but I had an excuse. Every time I've eaten weird stuff, I've been pregnant. So
just to show I'm not peeing onto my table, if you heard the sound, I'm just pouring some tea.
Damn, taking all of my joy away. I was like, he's using a bottle like a trucker.
He doesn't want to stop the stream. He's just gonna go.
We're too important.
Yeah, I was listening to Mo's story, damn it. When a man has to go, he has to go. That's
I am jealous of that. But it's just easy peasy.
Peeing on the floor?
Just whipping it out and going to the bathroom. Doesn't take a lot of effort.
I never thought I would have to tell people, 3 small people with aiming devices, to aim into the toilet, because apparently my youngest son made up the no hands, no eyes challenge. And
every boy in the world has done that. I can do it. Every boy. When we start learning that, oh, this thing can do stuff. Oh my God. And there's nothing like a young boy, the first time he hits that mark he made on the wall that said, I can pee that high. Oh, I can do it. It's better than
You
when
are
Ben Franklin
gross
invented
people.
electricity, because
And my husband won't let me burn the house down. The amount of bleach I have bought.
I have two brothers. My mom always was complaining about the area around the toilet. I don't know why. All of us had a dead straight aim. It must be one of the others who couldn't hit it. So yeah.
Oh no, my boys blame the cats, and I'm like, no, sir, no.
Jungmin, I have a short video from down by the ocean. I believe down by the Sound, as we live by. So, but I could go around and take some pictures around. We have an old city center and some nice stuff around here. I live right by the water, so it's a pretty nice place. But it just feels so stupid going around like an Instagram model in a gym. And this is a house.
Baker, if you get a selfie stick and take a picture of you with a selfie stick,
I have a selfie stick.
Will you please just I want you to, just for us.
Yeah, but then I have to get some way to talk without the air and blowing, and I would like to do it, but again, I have to walk all over the place. It's a big city. I'm a slow walker and a slow learner.
Good. Like your neighborhood, go out to eat. Go. I like it.
We need pictures of the French fries. I mean, it's just.
Yeah, we'll probably be ending soon. And after talking about it, I feel like I want what's called a sausage mix. It's a hot dog chopped up, put in with French fries, and some of that pommes frites sauce on top. That's a killer meal. It's about all the calories in the world, but you feel
hot dog.
I know it sounds
on French fries.
Yeah, a chopped up hot dog sausage, and then you have the French fries down in deep fryer, and then you throw the hot dog down with it, so it's deep fried hot dog, sausage, and French fries, and then tons of pommes frites sauce on top. That's what you need.
Oh my God! Yes, take a picture of this if you get one.
That's it's not good for me, but I'm sick and I've been on stream for almost 3 hours, and I'll probably pop in with Nicholas tonight, so I need to be good to myself.
Oh, I know. I'm over here like, oh, I need to take a nap in between because Nicholas is probably going to be on fire, and and I also need to make sure I'm not labeled a witch because apparently you burn them at every major holiday y'all have.
And only the Swedes. We don't do it once a year. The Swedes do it all the time, but they have more holidays than we do. We had a physician to the king who slept with the queen. It's kind of Danish thing, and he took away all our holidays. Stupid man. So it's not good.
Yeah, I mean, Rasmussen only didn't bathe and had a lot of weird stuff going on. You guys, yours took away holidays? Screw that noise.
And Thierry, we don't call it either French fries or chips. We call it pommes frites, which directly translate is potatoes fried. But yeah, pomme in French, like, yeah. It's a Danish lesson. And again, we're never going to end this. How far before she finds out she wants to... Oh, I bet we can do it. It's almost 20 minutes.
It was a very late night. So the last couple days have been, he was just great. He was happy to be back in the apartment. I was happy to have him back in the apartment because I missed him. And been waking up telling me, good morning, I love you, touching me. Like, it's just, I felt very, very loved when I woke up this morning. That's why I'm so, like, heartbroken. I'm just like, why? Like,
that day went down fastly.
Left the apartment. Come to think of it. Okay, so anyway, he went to go get me Subway, or he went to go get himself Subway. They got me Subway. He rode his bike, or I guess whatever, walked something. Came back, and then I was trying to look for his location, like while he was gone. Not because I was wondering where he was, like sketchy.
Yeah.
Sure, ma'am.
But
yeah.
Yeah, he was drawn and quartered. He was was chopped into, I believe, 7 pieces and put up around the country because he maybe took our holidays, maybe did something to the queen, but he was drawn and quartered, so he got smaller. And our National Museum still has one of the poles he was tied to.
Oh, I thought you were going to say like a leg or something.
No.
Dipped in wax.
We have the bog people lying in the National Museum. They the people who are dried up, they find in the box. So you can go see them. They're looking old.
Like trying to see how far he was.
Because he was on his way back.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, yeah. So I couldn't see it, and he said that he would change it like 4, I think. I don't know. And he asked me if I would change mine back, and I said something along the lines of what? Oh, it said something. I'm staring at your yellow paper because it's in front of you. I cannot read one thing, so I don't know if you think like it.
No.
Okay, so the subway thing.
Nothing more honest. She can't read.
I asked him about his location.
I don't know,
Confirmed.
Nancy
He'll change
Grace.
it. Asked me about mine. I said something mean or unnecessary about, even though I wasn't anywhere, saying something like, "Oh well, you wouldn't want to know," something like that. And
Wait, a woman being petty and mean?
getting upset.
My
Right.
And
shock.
that's kind of like where it was from there. I mean, it did the wall. I don't remember exactly where it was from there. I was on the floor. Let me go. I called my mom.
So he had you against the wall. He was holding you by the neck, right?
Yeah, she's the victim.
He let you go. You start swinging at him, and then he ends up putting you on the ground.
Mhm.
Correct?
Is she on all the
Oh yeah,
blocks?
when I was
She
up against the wall.
keeps moving.
I mean, when he had me like this, I was just trying to get it off.
Yeah, trying to get it.
But it wasn't. I didn't feel.
You felt the pressure.
It wasn't a long time.
Yeah.
It wasn't a long time, and it wasn't extremely hard. It was kind of just like,
That's what she said.
I don't know what that means.
She said.
Okay. And then he put you on the ground after that.
Mhm.
And then you said something that you don't remember what you said.
Turning his
Ladies,
happened?
sometimes it's only taking the time it needs to take. And if it's not hard, it's not supposed to be hard.
It doesn't. Yeah.
It's why? It could have been a bad
It wasn't
day.
very long, and it wasn't very hard. That's what she said.
It's had the, and again, maybe it's because the garage you have to park your car in is just way too big.
Okay.
It's not the
Or
car's
maybe
fault.
she's just a steaming bag of hose beast, and you're like, I don't even want to get like. She gets all stabby.
Well,
sure.
she stabbed him before, and he had to get stitches.
Sir, run
she's-
fastly.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
this is what I think is. I think they got in an argument like they always do, and I think she thought she was just gonna stab him again, probably, and it was just gonna like let him know. And I think she killed him, and she was like, "Oh wow, okay." She went a little too far. You know what I mean?
Will no one think of the people like you have worked your ass off? You've got this classy condominium or place in Miami, and this ratchet chick and her boyfriend move in, and they're all constantly fighting like it's a daggone trailer park. I'd be pissed. Someone think of the HOA.
I know,
And I
and they
never
lived in
usually say
some
that.
fancy, expensive apartments in Miami, and they were always getting the cops called on them. Like, I've never seen this, but I know a lot about the backstory stuff. So I'm sure that's going to come out in court because she was on some podcast talking about like stuff.
And
she's
again,
done.
guys, I know are pretty stupid, but after the first stabbing, maybe hide the knife.
Yeah.
After the second stabbing, consider leaving. It's you don't have
as
to
a boy
get died.
mom, you stab my son once, we're gonna have issues.
Then the earrings are coming off very fast.
Oh yeah, earrings are coming off. I'll pull off my church lady wig. I mean, it's gonna be. You don't stab my son.
Yeah, and I don't know if I know that I heard about the one
I
time
told
when
you
he
I
had to
was
get-
tired, Farrell. It's And when I cried, you pat me on the head and said, "Well, it happens to all of them."
No, crying in the lover's arm, that's a Chandler move.
Yeah,
I still believe now Kat was the one that did it. After reading those texts with Salvador,
yeah. That's
totally.
Yeah. Like C-Swap said, he didn't die the first time I stabbed him. So she probably thought she was, I mean,
it's
I don't
it's
know where it was. I have to look it up, but we know he
Practicing.
got like
it's
stitches.
probably she's probably been doing this into the shoulder or something like that, and this time it's just
Got him.
yeah.
Yeah.
I
That's all
could
it
make a
takes.
joke about women's aim, you know. She was
Yeah.
aiming for the shoulder.
But again, it's just I really don't, and I know it's because you can fall in love and everything, and it's because I'm old and jaded. But get the hell away from people like she should get away from him too, because it's not a healthy relationship to be in. If you get that angry, you're going to stab people. It's just
Despite what everyone thinks, no normal woman wants to wake up every day wanting to stab their husband or boyfriend or whatever.
yeah. But yeah, again, that's the best defense. He's the only boyfriend who's dead.
I don't want to yell and scream at anybody. I just want peace. I just want to hang out. Can we just hang out and be cool?
That's
Yeah.
And like laugh and have some fun. Like, who wants
And
to deal with this all the time?
As a parent, could Mr. Mo and I not even just hold hands until my youngest feral is like, let me get in between you?
Yes.
He's like, I don't want a baby brother. Oh, hell no. There will be a Bible in between both of you.
Farrell, again, some phrasing. But maybe you did, Dave, and I'm sure he's happy. Oh my God.
Okay. And then he let you go. Okay. And you got up, and then what happened?
Once I went into the kitchen, I picked up my phone from my charger to call my mom. Actually, at that point, I walked into the living room. She was on the couch. I didn't say this before. I walked in the living room. I called my mom. You could see I was calling my mom. That made me angry. I went into the living room, took us on the couch. He came in there and tried to get the phone out of my hand. So I went back into the kitchen. And at that point, I was sitting there and I grabbed the knife, which...
Did he ever get the phone out of your hands? Or?
No. He just came over to me and was trying to get it, and then I went to the kitchen. I do not think that this was... I don't know. I really don't know if it's justified at all. I actually don't know.
Probably
really
don't
know,
say that.
because I know I was scared, but I really don't know.
So you got the knife?
Because I grabbed a knife. I grabbed a knife, and I said, like, pretty much just like, don't get any close to me. And then said something, and then I just threw it. And I really...
How exactly did you throw it? Did you just throw it like that?
How many times?
No, how exactly did you throw it? Like, you threw it like this, or kind of like flung it at him, overhead, or how did that?
Oh, I just flung it.
You just flung it over your head, or from like...
Ma'am.
Like this.
From like beside your head.
Yeah. So not like
fall all the way
like I'm holding it like this. This is not the knife. The
blade.
Right, the blade. I for dang sure did not
Ma'am.
have it.
Oh,
That
Lord,
would be
she
insane.
did
I mean, I
thing.
didn't even
Now
think
I
that
can't
this
do
would
it
touch
anymore.
it. But I mean, I thought that
We just gotta go back to that.
Like, does she really? I mean, come on. Like,
And again,
you stabbed him.
I'm pretty sure she have done this motion more than once.
At her face, yeah.
Yeah,
She had a shake weight for, reasons.
yeah,
Shaped like a peen. Yeah.
yeah. Attached to something
Attached.
shaped like a human being.
It was.
The absolute ridiculousness that I have, it is 80 degrees outside, and I have a sock that will on my one, ridiculous leg, and a heating pad because it feels like it's frostbite.
Nerve damage are all the fun.
Oh yeah.
But let's hear her say what it would be if she had done something like
Right,
that.
the blade.
If I had stabbed him.
For dang sure did not stab him. That would be insane. I mean, I didn't even think that this would touch him. But
I for dang sure didn't stab him. That would be insane.
She's going for an insanity defense. I agree, ma'am.
Oh
I
my
agree.
God.
You don't
And
seem
I-
stable.
And again, before, I don't know if it was justified. Maybe don't say that. I bet your lawyer would have advised you again, saying, I don't think it's justified.
Well, what sucks is she yapped her mouth off and said she threw the knife, which we all know that's why if it's self-defense and you stabbed him and that's what you're saying, like just say that. But now you're trying to be like, oh, I just threw it. And now this is going to be laid out in front of court. No one's going to believe it.
And again, if you're stabbing someone, they are close to you.
Mm-hmm.
That implies that he came to her.
Yeah.
So it would help her self-defense if you said, I was fighting for my life stabbing him, not
like I just went,
I flung a knife. I flung a knife. It sank 4 inches into his chest. It's something I can do. I'm a knife thrower in a circus on my off time.
I know.
I mean, I thought that I would scare him. I would scare him by just grabbing it. I thought I would scare him by just grabbing it, but that didn't work. So
You haven't
anyway,
scared him the other times you stabbed him.
and I was kind of just trying to fling it.
When you threw it, when you flung it, how close was he at that time?
I mean, I said 10 feet, but if this is 10 feet, it was definitely more than 10 feet.
Okay.
I mean, if somebody wasn't
No,
probably
you say
taking it apart,
closer,
but-
ma'am. You are
But I
More
did not-
than 10 feet away. You're making
Jamie,
it worse.
She has the belt on her fucking robe, and she can't just. Oh, I'm sorry. Wait, we're 3 hours in, and she's not gonna.
Yeah,
She
I'm
has
not
no
monetized. You can just say all the words.
Well, I'm sorry. I try not to curse.
No,
and-
I'm trying to also only talk about pussy when there's a cat on stream. But Mass is right here. If he said, well, he ran at me and I just hold out the knife and it was an accident, that would be 1,000% better. Yes. As a self-defense.
I know.
Yeah, she's wearing a bra, and a lot of us guys on the stream are not too pleased with that because those fun bags have been swinging.
She's not wearing a bra. She's wearing like a tube top thing, like just one of those little strips. A strip. That's what she's wearing.
Jamie.
A
again,
strip of cloth. That is what she's wearing.
I have tried to tell what was on a lady's chest in a murder case, and I didn't understand any of it. And it took me like 5
You
minutes.
didn't.
I learned more
You
about
said
invisible bras.
tassels.
I don't know. I think Indigo told me tassels or pasties or something. I don't know.
Well, tassels
they're
have the little
pasties.
thingies that spin. You spin them.
That would be fun. That would be opening up and a little motor. That would be fun.
Little propellers.
Yeah.
Spins, yeah.
We could
Just
do
saying.
windmills.
Windmills, helicopter, you know.
It would be a fun thing to instead of just opening up to some band-aid covering the nips, there was a little surprise.
It's air conditioners, like I mean.
Yeah, it's hot here today too. So yeah, it's
Jesus Christ.
this chat is getting, and we're just warming them up before they're going over to Nicholas and David. It's gonna be a show today. So yeah.
It looks like a little sensor bar, but it's just a strip of cloth she's wearing. I don't know where.
Okay, to be very fair to Courtney, if I was at my goal weight and had no cellulite, like
Oh,
Mo would
yeah.
be running around in like some lace biker shorts and like a tube top. Like I would
Especially
like to
in
pretend that
Miami.
I'd be modest.
Especially in Miami.
I'd
Yeah,
like to
I got the
pretend that
chat
I'd be
worked up for
modest,
the
but
other guys.
oh no, Mo would be using her powers for evil, which is why God invented carbs because he knew I'd use it for wrongness.
Yeah, if ladies didn't have carbs, the world would be in a way worse place, and that's saying something in these days. But I made a deal with a girl when I used to do some. I've been doing what's it called, the dancing.
You're
I
The
can't
Magic Mike? And did some
No,
Magic
no,
Mike in
no,
your
not
day?
that kind of.
Line
The,
dancing?
no, the things ladies do and call it exercise.
Zumba.
Yeah, I did super class and things like that, and I promised the girl when I'm weighing 70 kilos, I'll put on a crop top, and she said, "Oh, that's a
Oh my
deal."
God.
I said, "You
What
have
was
to open the casket and put it on my dead body because I'm not getting near 70 before I'm dead."
What is the movie with John Travolta and Jamie
It's
Lee
not Saturday
Curtis
night. It's
Yeah.
where
God,
he's doing the
what is that called?
yeah,
It's
and
Jamie
with the
Lee Curtis and John Travolta, yeah.
and the loose
And-
shorts on too, so you can see everything, having a good time. We had a guy.
80s aerobic outfits are to die for.
oh
we,
my
we had a
gosh,
guy doing
leggings
handstands.
and then the bodysuit that goes all the way up your butt.
Yeah.
Don't understand
Super
80s.
high cut, so your like coin purse is accentuated. It's yeah.
We had a guy in a yoga class doing this handstand thingy that people obviously can when they're not weighing as much as I do, and he was wearing running shorts and no boxers underneath. There was a little bird and some eggs sitting out, looking out.
A little bird eggs.
Yeah, I'm a maniac. That wasn't a pleasant sight. That's at least if you're gonna do it, wear something underneath your running shorts.
Yeah.
But, yeah. All the small
I
surprises you get.
did not wanted to actually,
Didn't want it to actually.
I mean, injure him. That
And what
might
did
be
he
okay,
do?
but
What
this
did,
kind of thing.
Don't
what did he
admit to
do
wanting to
after,
injure him
after
either.
you flung the knife on? Did he walk around or did he fall right then and there, or what happened?
We saw that.
He fell down.
Yeah.
He didn't walk around or anything like that, or
Have it
Or
on a
try to
normal
shoot you
time
and
then.
what?
It will be 3 a.m. here.
No, because it hit us.
because he hit him?
You know where the
Yeah, I
knife is?
know.
I think it's like right here.
Okay. And what did you do after he fell?
After evil.
I ran over to him and grabbed him, and like it was just like a blur. But I ran over to him and I grabbed him, and I just said, "Oh my God, what do I do? What do I do?" He was like, "I'm like the worst person to be around. What do I do?" And he said, "Call somebody." And I was on the phone with my mom.
He said that?
He said, just call somebody. And I was like, okay, I'm on the phone with my mom. I said, Mom, what do I do? And she said, call 911. I think I called 911. I actually don't remember.
Mhm.
That's obviously the easiest thing y'all could look up. I really don't remember.
She did
Why did I
say
end
the
up
truth.
taking-
She's the worst person to have around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that he walked closer to the door because we ended up closer over there. I think, yeah, he fell down close to the couch.
Yeah.
There's probably blood all over that white couch. I bet you anything is everywhere. We somehow ended up over like by the extra bathroom in our like little like laundry closet.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
and
just
there
so
was,
rude
like,
of them to
he
get
was
hurt when you
bleeding
stab.
alive. And I was holding him, and he said, "Put pressure on it." Because I'm just
It's
thinking,
like
I
the
was
first
like,
time you
something
watched
you
took to lay
Aliens
down.
and
He
saw the
kept
little
trying to lay
knife
down.
thing.
And it looked like he was losing. And like, oh my God, God forbid I fucking lose Christian. Like, I'm so okay with like us breaking up at some point or now, obviously, whatever. I don't give a shit. But God
Breaking up
forbid
at some point.
anything happens to him. God forbid.
Well, a
God
bit
said
late.
yes.
No, I'm not really sure that the 911 call debunks the self-defense because she's just yelling and can't remember where she's living, and you hear him moaning in the background. I'm
Yeah.
getting cold. I'm getting cold.
Oh, so sad. Don't do it like that. Oh.
I liked before when she straightened up. She just put her titty bitties on the table and then covered up afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
This is a girl who knows how to get free drinks at a party.
I believe it is a robe and silk pants with
Blood.
yeah, and
Lots of blood.
and a some sort of bralette, something sort of purporting to be a covering.
Yeah.
It's all the things. Oh, we have to get through the last 6 minutes.
So,
Yeah, I just like he just kept trying to lay down, and I was like, please, fucking Christian, please don't do this, please don't fucking do this to me. He kept sounding
him
like
dying is
it sounded like
him
he
doing
couldn't
it
talk.
to her.
Like he was just like, oh, she says, open your eyes, open your eyes. And I was talking to him about his mom and his grandma, and it felt like everybody would, every second was like a freaking minute.
Yeah.
Because I was like, he was going, he told me the pressure. I'm just like a freaking idiot. So I'm like trying to keep him upright because he keeps trying to lay down. I'm thinking blood flow, right? He's like, you don't want to lay down if you're losing blood. That's what I would think. And he's saying just put pressure on it. So I don't remember what I got, but I got something and I just like put it on it. And I was like holding him and he kept trying to lay down. He's a freaking big man. So I was trying to hold him up and push it into him.
Was a knife stuck on him or somebody pulled it out?
No, and I thought about this while you guys were outside. I was thinking, why did it start bleeding so much? Because if it just like hit him, I'm thinking maybe it just, I don't know, like if it was really deep or not. I don't know if it just hit him and it came out, or if he grabbed it. Because I almost got a little irritated with him when y'all were out there. Because I was like, I swear, this is freaking rule number one. If you watch Game of Thrones or anything else, you're gonna anything.
Yeah.
You have something in you. Typically, you don't pull it out, right? I mean, y'all would know better than I do. So I kind of got a little irritated because I was like, I was just assuming he pulled it out. But I don't know. Maybe it just fell out.
I love that she learned CPR from watching Game of Thrones.
Look, I learned all of my medical degree stuff from MASH, so it's a little out of date, but who doesn't like morphine?
I've seen Grey's Anatomy. I mean, come on.
Yeah, I love that she's like,
she learned that you don't pull the knife out because she's watched Game of Thrones. I can't remember the people just being stabbed and left with a knife with a sword in them. I believe there was a pretty much instant death with the swords. So maybe she watched a different Game of Thrones. I know on the hub you can see something close to Game of Thrones. So that's probably more what she likes. And 5'8" and 163. Is that pretty good? I don't know. Then I have to do the maths again.
Is she 5'8"
yes,
and 163 pounds?
Yeah, so she's almost as high, tall as me, and way skinnier.
Yeah, that's how tall I am, but that's not my weight.
If she's really muscular, she could be in the 160s and look like
that. Oh
that.
yeah, 160 is really not what you think it is. Like, it's pretty slim. Or yeah. If you're like really physically fit, yeah.
Yeah.
Especially at 5'8".
Yeah, I'm not. Then I have to. We're gonna end up because I have to go get my pomfret.
About Christians.
6'1", 210.
Christians, so you're a little heavier, significantly heavier.
Yeah.
Okay. And as far as your DV history, how many times has he ever put his hand on you before? How many times would take a guess in the 2 years you've been to him?
Maybe like 5 times.
5 times. Besides the putting his hands around your neck, I believe he says this is the 3rd time he's done it. As far as the neck around and hands around your neck.
No, I mean it's hit me in the head before. I don't remember when that was.
Close fist or how?
I'll just leave that out because I remember there was a time when he hit me really hard in the head and I was kind of discombobulated, but I can't even remember when it was. It might have just been like when we were drunk, but I know it happened, so I'll just leave that out because I can't give you exact facts. And I don't want to lie about anything. The last time was in Tulum. He grabbed me by my hair or something. We were both drinking, but there was a bench in front of our bed. And he threw me against the bench, and I hit the bench. I head at the bench, and I fell on the floor. There was another time my mom was on the phone, and he threw me into the wall of the bathroom. But, I mean, I am certainly a crazy person, too. I mean, not crazy. I'm very aggressive and just really particularly just...
Oh, good. Tell them you're aggressive.
Like in a relationship, I guess.
And choking, how many times are you through?
3.
Whose name is on the lease?
Mine.
Yours? Is yours? Do you guys have an ID? Because it was kind of a mess inside, so we couldn't just find any IDs. Do you guys have any
Are you
IDs?
talking about the
Department.
Inside the apartment.
yeah?
Like where would we find his ID?
Well, I saw one of the police officers with a passport, so I don't know if it was mine or his. They were looking for both of our IDs, and I told them that mine would be in a tan purse or a brown purse that was on the ground, and one of them came out of the house with a passport, so I think that it was mine. But yeah, I have a couple of forms of ID inside the apartment.
What about him? Where's his IDs? Or where does he keep them?
He should have them in a bag.
Does he carry a wallet or like a fanny pack or anything?
Yeah, I don't think he keeps his. Well, it could be in his
Especially if you're the stabby kind of person. You don't have a white couch.
Might be in there. That he had on today, because he usually doesn't leave the apartment without his ID. He had that on.
Like bag?
Yeah, it's like one off-white, then it's like a black bag with a yellow strap. And that's what he was wearing when he went to Subway, so I'm assuming it was in there.
I don't know what's stupid about the vampire. Because that I know that for
come over
sure.
and escort you to the restaurant.
Yeah, that one sounds legit.
We gotta see everything with the scene and everything, and then we'll give you a better answer. Okay.
Yeah, it's gonna be a kid while and working to quarterback for that and everything.
When will I be able to talk to one of the parents?
Where is your
Because
phone?
where's
your phone?
Where's my phone?
Yeah.
It was inside the apartment.
Inside the apartment, like on the counter? Did you leave it on the counter or kitchen counter?
It was on I think the entryway table.
What's your phone look like? What type of phone is it?
It's an iPhone. I think the case had come off.
You know the color?
Space gray or rose gold. I honestly don't remember what color it is.
What his?
Which iPhone do you have?
The newest.
The newest one?
Yeah. I think he has a 12.
And who do you have your
And
phone company?
I don't remember what color his phone is, but he has a red case.
Who do you have your phone company? AT&T, T-Mobile?
Verizon. But I know my family's numbers by heart, so I could call them without.
What's your phone?
512-745-3588.
I don't know my family's number.
Okay, what's your phone?
Hell, I don't even know Mr. Mo's number after all these years, and it hasn't changed. I'm like, it's a button on my phone.
When will I be able to change out of these?
I can remember my
I was holding him while
landline number, and that's the only phone number
I
I
mean,
still
my
remember.
toes.
Yeah. We're gonna see if we can find something for you, and then we're gonna see if we can find something for you, and then we'll bring it over, okay?
Find something for me?
Yeah. From your house.
Like, change over.
Ooh, I just want to change my own gloves.
Yeah.
Take a shower, change my own gloves.
Just give us a minute so we can get everything in order, and then we'll come back with you some news, okay?
Yeah, I hate all angles of the man bunlet.
Yeah, it's just not a good look.
I love that my hate has like just always stayed. Like it's a no for me.
And I know we went way off the deep end as we always do, and I didn't think about that one. And I'm pointing to the wrong screen. I should be pointing at my camera. But it's been a Saturday morning filled with boobies, coin purses, peen hair, all the stuff that you only get on a Jamie, Mo, and Baker stream, because we are small children caught in big people's bodies.
Yes,
and,
we are kidults.
We're kidults, and I just want to call my mom and dad and have them do the stream for me, because I can't take responsibility. Sadly, they're dead, so I can't do that. So I have to finish this by doing the thing I never do and doesn't understand how to do. Jamie, you don't have anything to grift, but I want to thank you so much for always making it a delight to do a stream, because you are just fun people.
Thanks.
And Mo, then the most important thing about being a YouTuber, sell yourself like an OnlyFans girl who just stabbed her boyfriend.
Should I lick the microphone or not? I don't understand these new rules.
I think it's optional.
So, guys, I cover trials. I am doing a deep dive on the Delphi case, short videos and things as it comes out. That will be in January. I am always looking for what in the Walmart cases, short little cases that I can cover that have all of the trashiness of both a swap meet and Walmart. So if you find any of those cases, and one of the top rated documentaries on Netflix right now is involving a person that has the same nerve disease that I do. And as it is fairly rare and it involves some legal shenanigans with, Department of Children's Safety, I will be watching that and kind of giving my review and kind of giving you a real life view of what this thing is like. Because if I get one more person on my Facebook that's showing me like, "Hey, did you know that there's a documentary about what you have?"
Yep.
So that will be coming up probably in the next week or so.
And yeah, you know me. You're at my channel. I mostly cover crime stuff and politics. And now I have to be an influencer with a selfie stick and go around taking pictures in my own town where I used to be a politician, so people know me. That's going to be so much fun. I won't be feeling awkward at all, especially because I'm a super shy person. But tomorrow, David will be doing a day stream, so I won't cut into his time. We'll probably pick this up next weekend, and if my brother has been here delivering the dog, there could be a dog showing up at some point. It's a small dog, it's a cute dog, so Jamie will probably be crying, so you have to watch out for that. David and Nicholas is going on in about 40 minutes, and then Nicholas is going to go to Herring Heaven later and celebrate Midsummer. So you know what you're going to do today. You're going to watch Aussie Overlord for a little bit, and then you're going back to Sweden. So thank you all for showing up, and I hope we see you later.